ganja.
Apparently, Greg wants you guys to give him some ganja. Guess who's back? Back again. Ahmed's back. Tell a friend. I'm here. I have the camera working again. And I have my milk.
Shit, I should have got some milk. Wait, what was I doing again? Oh, yeah. There we go.
Refreshing. Oh, that felt so good. I'm actually thirsty.
Your shirt say Marks?
Less Marks. It's more less Marks, more Mises is the shirt.
I see.
Yes, sir. Because hello, base department. Anyway,
I can't.
Here's the thing, guys.
Can't verify that.
Anyway, guys, tonight, Sunday night, we have an interesting Sunday. We have an interesting show for you guys.
The most interesting for a bit.
Hold in all your farts, because we have the most interesting show for you of this week. Okay. So here's what we have. We have a few things going on. I don't know if Greg's heard of this one, but have you heard of the Guna Bomber?
The what?
The Guna Bomber?
Why are you pronouncing the B in that?
What do you mean?
Guna Bomber?
Yeah.
You mean Guna Bomber?
Bomber. What am I supposed to say?
Bomber.
You're a bomber if you bomb.
The B is silent.
Is it?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me look this up.
Nick, what?
Bomber pronunciation. Pronounced bomber. Okay.
There's no way, dude.
Hold on. Allow this time. Well, hold on. Let me see what it sounds like. Bomber? Am I really supposed to say this?
Yes.
Look,
dude,
you need some emphasis sometimes, okay? The Guna Bomber, okay?
Bruh.
Have you heard of the Guna Bomber?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, you're in for a surprise, sir, tonight with the Guna Bomber, okay? Lily Phillips is back. She's doing another challenge. It's not the 1,000 men. We're going to get into why it's not the 1,000 men. She did 100 men. Then she was going to do 1,000 men. Now, it's all about that backdoor. Crazy, okay?
That backdoor see?
And TikTok is banned. We're going to go on RedNote. We're going to see Chinese people. We're going to see what it means to be Chinese and on the internet, okay? That's what we're going to do today. But, Greg, first, we have to ask, what are you up to? How has your week been? What are you eating now? Because you were smacking your lips before this show.
Pause, man. Pause. I'm eating a mango popsicle.
Those who know.
Those who know, indeed.
Anyway, Greg, how has your week been?
I think you know how my week's been. Yeah. It's been a week. It's been a week.
Those who know.
Those who know, indeed.
You got to know that type shit.
I will say a quick anecdote. I was getting a quarter pounder earlier today, and as I was leaving the parking lot, and you know what? I didn't even use the app because I knew they would tell me to go to the third window and I have to be sitting there for 10 minutes. So I just went without using the app and paid with like real money instead of that digital fiat. Well, it's all fiat, but you know what I'm saying. And I got it instantly. But anyway, as I was leaving, I saw what I thought was like a grandmother and her like daughter or whatever, because she was like holding her by the arm and pulling her forward to the McDonald's, like leading her and shit, type shit. And she looked like Mac's mom a little bit, which was really funny. And then the more I looked at them, I realized, oh, that's not a child. That's another old woman. What the fuck is happening? So I think they were meth heads, but I digress.
So what you're saying is McDonald's doesn't tend to their customers. They're priority customers. They're app users. They're dedicated, loyal base. They're putting them aside for
Quite
some
literally,
people that
yes.
goon in the drive-through.
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect transition, but I actually have a different story that I wanted to tell first. Okay. So here's the thing. Look, I was going to talk about the Guna Bomber before, but I have such an interesting story to tell. I have such the interesting life I lead. Okay. Yesterday, I was hanging out, right, with Beard Guy, my friend. Those who know, okay. I mean, he gets mentioned on the show a lot. It's a friend, an old friend, years in the knowing.
I'm aware of this person.
He knows him. He knows he's in the know. How? But we went to a Brazilian steakhouse. Now, Mr. Greg, how aware are you? I mean, I know you've been to one at least. But how aware are you of places that don't cost as much as you'd think? I mean, like they're still on the pricier side, but we're talking like $50 here. Where it was a place that you went to like around 50?
No.
Well, see, I found a place that's all you can eat for 50. And it's not one of those, because the problem is when you go to these Brazilian places and it's like those $30 ones, those are like 25 to 30. The food's not good. Let's be real. The food's not good.
Like
I mean,
the
they
one
do.
we went to?
Yeah, that one they cut the meat in front of you, but it was shit. I mean, let's be real, right? And there's no variety.
Right.
You don't get a lot of I had 3 fucking meat slabs that I had to throw away like at least one of those because they were so dry. I hated it. That actually sucked. But here's the thing. And it's the fact that it was dry, because if it was that much meat but it wasn't dry, I could have eaten I could have eaten big pause. But no, point being, this place, $50, right? All you can eat. I was not made aware of any sort of a time limit, which we were actually made aware of at a all you can eat sushi and hibachi place, right? So just saying, some places they'll time you. But we didn't get told about that limit. That's another story that we'll have to tell after this. But here's what happened yesterday. Okay, we're not telling this in chronological order. We're telling this in order of importance in my mind. Okay, I guess relevancy, and this was more relevant. Wow, I did like the hold on. I did like the sushi better though. I mean, the sushi and hibachi. I like the hibachi. It was a better experience, honestly, because the food had more variety to it. This one, I just ate meat and pineapple. Okay, but it did have more of a relevancy in my mind because it just happened. Okay, that's what I mean. But anyway, that's why it had priority. But point being, I went to this Brazilian steakhouse, right? I got unsweet tea. I got like a little sugar on the side, but you know how they have like a salad bar, right?
Yeah.
The salad bar was actually like right near where the tables are. It's a smaller place, but they have the salad bar right there. And then you actually have to walk a little farther to get to like all the meat. They don't come to you. You actually go to them, and they have like all the stuff right behind them. And they start like cutting it off for you. But it's like made fresh there. So they don't just have like a big like pot or like, those like trays and stuff of it. It's actually like they're making it. What?
Like a sheet pan?
Yeah, they don't have that. They have like a big like place that's like warming all the meats on a rack. Like they basically just have like several racks of meat. And you know me, I like big racks. But
Is
anyway,
it like when you go to like a Turkish place and they have the meat in the back, like behind them, and they cut it off? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's like that one is
an Arab place.
That one's like vertical meat standing. This one's like horizontal shelves of meat, but it's similar. And they do like take it out and cut it. But you have to like, if you want like a lower temperature than what it's already at, because like if you wait too long, it's gonna get like well done. You got to tell them, I want it medium rare, and they're gonna be like, it's gonna be 7 minutes, about 10 minutes. That'll be 10 minutes. So yeah, I had to do that. But here's the thing: skip the salad bar. I skipped the salad bar. Beard Guy, he got a little bit from there. I can't remember what. And his girl was there too, and she was eating some of that. But here's the thing: I went straight for the meat. Okay, pause. I went straight for it. I went straight for that area. I got a bunch of like sirloin. I got some like ribeye. I did do that was like pretty much most of the first plate. And then I tried some of the grilled pineapple, which I actually thought really like complemented the meat well, and it made it so that like there's a little bit of variety on your plate, like a little bit more than just red meat, right? So I had a decent size, like it was like a few cuts on the first plate. It's like, 4, 5, 6 cuts, right? On the first plate. Well, pineapple and all that too. But point being, I eat a plate. I don't even eat it too fast necessarily, but I get back up and I go for another plate. Then I'm asking them for the lamb. I'm like, I want to try like lamb, like medium rare. They're like, oh, that's gonna be a bit. So I'm like, okay, well, let me get like some other pieces here. I tried one piece of filet mignon, but honestly, I don't like filet that much. Like filet mignon, it's not. It's too like I don't know. There's nothing to it.
It's like all protein.
But there's just nothing to it as far as texture.
No, that's what I mean. It's like
soft.
it's like firm.
Yeah. But it's like too soft. Like when you chew into it, there's like nothing there. I like having a little bit of resistance. You know what I mean? I feel like an Indian the way I'm talking right now. I like a little bit of resistance.
Jesus.
Anyway, I did enjoy that. Not the filet mignon. The filet mignon, it wasn't bad, but it's just honestly as a cut of meat, just really, I don't get the hype, man. It's overhyped. But anyway, point being, I did have like one piece of that, didn't return to that. I got up for more lamb on my third plate, or I think I only got 2 plates. Like main like plates, but I had them bringing stuff to me as well. So because they were like, oh, that's gonna be ready, I'll bring it over to you and stuff. But like me actually standing over there, I probably went like 3 times, like actually up there. But I got that. I got lamb. I got chicken hearts actually that they brought over to me. And then I also, they actually did bring the lamb to me. But yeah, mostly just like the pineapple and like the red meat. But I was like eating, I didn't even like get up like several times, like honestly, like frequently or anything. But for some reason, they actually were looking at me. Like the people back there, they were actually looking at me specifically for some reason. Beard guy and his girl were actually pointing it out. And I was like, what the fuck? And then the waitress kept coming over being like, oh, do you want me to refill your drink? Do you want like, and I didn't even actually go through my drink. So she was just asking the others that were there, like, do you want me to refill your drinks? Do you guys want more appetizers? She was asking me specifically. She's like, you want some juca? Like, you want some of that? They ordered some like cheese bread and like some sort of chicken bites that they were only eating. I wasn't even eating any of that. I was like, I'm not going to fill up on starch. I'm just going to go like, meat on meat on meat.
Was she hot?
The fact that I have to think about it already tells you.
Yeah, that's not good.
Like, I mean, she wasn't like bad looking. It's just,
I mean, it's all right.
She was really thin. And I don't know. I mean, I've like, like my preference has shown that I prefer thin girls, but if anything, I just wasn't really like, I wasn't like yacht or anything, there was nothing there. And as far as her face, it was okay. I mean, it's all right. It was okay. I mean, I wasn't thinking about hitting on her or anything like that. If I were thinking about hitting on her, that would mean she's attractive, right? So there you go. I didn't even really think about that with her. So obviously that shows she looked kind of like, I don't know, man. Like she wasn't like, she's like older. She's not like a teenager or anything, but like, there are some women that just kind of look like teenage boys. You know what I mean?
She looked like that.
Kinda. Like not super like that. I really wouldn't have thought about that at the time, but I'm just thinking back, like being that thin. I can't remember what her hair was like, maybe like a bun or something like that, but just having like not the hair loose or anything like that kind of makes me think of that,
I see.
So I'm kind of like, yeah, that's probably why I didn't really feel much looking at her. I was like, I don't think anything of you. But point being, for some reason they kept trying to, obviously, they have an incentive from their manager or whatever, but I don't know why they would be pushing so hard as far as like, as workers, like unless this is some sort of like family business or something. I'm not sure, but I don't think it was necessarily. But they seemed concerned about the quantity of meat that I was taking from them for $50. So, I mean, that made me feel good, I guess. I'm getting my money's worth at that point. So here's what happened.
Oh, they were doing that because you were eating a lot.
Yeah. Like I was eating like a good amount of meat. I wasn't eating any appetizers. I wasn't getting anything from the salad bar. So they kept going like, do you want like some like appetizers? Do you want some more of that? Like, do you want, they were trying to fill up everybody's drinks at the table and I wasn't finishing my drink. So they couldn't really keep asking me to get anything for me. I think she even asked if I wanted a water. It's like, I already got my tea. But anyway, that was funny to me. But during, so Beard Guy had gotten his girlfriend like some like pineapples because she was like, oh, I want some of those from like the salad bar. And she also ended up trying the grilled pineapples. But then we got into this conversation where she's like, yeah, like pineapples are really good for you. And so Beard Guy and I, we were laughing because, like, like what people associate like pineapple juice and pineapples with, as far as like, why people want to eat a lot of them. Yeah.
Oh,
It's supposed to
yeah.
make your, you ain't worthy of my nut. It's supposed to make that, more delectable, or like women too, apparently. But anyway, point being, it's supposed to make that, them fluids, it's supposed to make them sweeter. You know what I mean? That nectar. But point being, we were laughing to ourselves, and she didn't get it for some reason. Like, she actually didn't get it. Or we thought so, at least. Like, she wasn't laughing. She didn't get why we were laughing. Then Beard Guy writes it on his phone and shows it to her because he's like, I don't want to say this out loud. And she's like, oh, that? Okay. Well, I don't even know if that's real or anything. But she was like, oh yeah, like my dad had like always had us eating pineapple. And he's like, you're going to thank me one day. He straight up said that to like her and her sisters. And we were like, yo, what?
Bro.
We were like, what? And she's like, oh yeah, because he said it's like going to make us healthy. And we're like, nah. And then she even like was like, oh, I don't think this is real. And she's like, hey Siri, does pineapple make your cum taste good? In the restaurant.
Yo.
And then she even texts her mom saying, like, after the she's like, what does pineapple do for you? It was crazy. And Beard Guy keeps going like, please, like, I need you to stop.
It's time to stop.
It was really entertaining. But yeah, so after a couple things we did, we were trying to find like the winter edition Red Bulls, which, I was telling you about.
The holy grail.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get to that. But here's what happened. So first, we ended up trying this one Publix. We didn't find it there. We went to the gas station to try, but we didn't find it there. And actually, Beard Guy bought some scratchers at Publix. Well, he bought one there, and it was actually just, he didn't get anything out of it. But then we went to the gas station, and then his girlfriend started buying them. Like, she bought like $25 worth or something, or $30 worth, something like that. And she started like distributing them to us. So I did mine, and I actually won like $20. So I was like, oh, cool. And then, and obviously now I have to test my luck at the casino. I mean, come on. Like, I was the one that made the most money of any of us. She got like $5. He got nothing. I got $20. That's all I'm saying.
How do you...
It's like double the money, because the scratchers were worth 10 total.
How do you like get your money? How do you collect?
You just like scan it, or have the person behind the register scan it, and they give you the either cash or a new ticket. Like, if you want to go double or nothing, I guess.
Huh.
But yeah. Let's see. So we did that. That was cool. We had to go to a first Publix, the gas station, another Publix. Did not find it at any of those places. And we were like looking online to see if places had it and stuff, and we weren't finding it, and we were looking everywhere. We eventually see that a Walgreens like nearby had it. So I drove us over there, and then pretty much we were looking in the fridges, but we didn't see it. And we looked where the boxes are, and we didn't see it. So I was like, okay, well, what if they have them in the back? But the worker was like at the front, and nobody was there. So I was like, well, why is their back door open? Now, I want to know what's the how should I tread here from this point onward? I need to speak to a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Just if you see a back door in a store open with all their inventory back there, are you allowed to walk back there?
Definitely not.
Well, anyway, I'll just skip over that part of the story. And so, but yeah, so, well, anyway, the worker I had check back there didn't find anything. And so, Steven didn't find anything back there. Steven looked all through the back. He was with us. Steven looked all through the back. And he didn't find anything. He looked all across and everything. But then Beard Guy pointed out that like, it's like, oh, well, if you look behind the fridge, like, you can actually see it back there. Like, there's like a separate area where the fridge specifically is, and that's behind a locked door, like one with like a passcode and all that. So we're like, okay, well, now we have to ask about it. And so we actually end up getting like one of the workers to actually get it for us. And the manager is like, oh yeah, fine. Like, they're buying like 24 of them. It's like a whole case, give them a discount. Why not? Because, Beard Guy's girl was asking about that. So we ended up getting 24 of them. And like they're like the 12-ounce ones. So not just the tiny ones. We got a 24 pack of the 12-ounce ones that I ended up, like I put my $20 in just to get like, it was like 8 or 9 that I ended up getting out of that case. So W, indeed.
Damn. I'm still sitting on the one I've got.
Yeah. So did you have you been finding them at all the gas stations, or is that the first one that you actually looked for?
I found the first one when I made my great migration south, and I stopped at a gas station to actually not get gas, actually to get Red Bull specifically, because I knew I was going to get tired on the drive down. I got one and I was like, oh, okay, this is new. Let's see what it is. And the cashier was even saying, oh, people love this one. I was like, oh, okay, this looks good, because I usually would get the coconut one and like a regular. But then I had it and I was like, oh shit, this is like liquid gold. I need to get more of this. And the other time I saw it was, where did I get that? It was shit, I don't remember where I got that. Oh wait, yeah, I do. I got it the preceding meeting up at the other restaurant the day prior, because I ate that cookie and man, I put a lot of butter in that shit. It killed me. So I needed some Red Bull. And that's why I showed up late, apart from missing the turn, as I mentioned.
How much butter did you put?
What?
How much butter was it?
Probably over 2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
So not ideal, but it was a soft cookie. Let me tell you.
I mean,
that shit was
like
good.
That amount of butter would be like maybe like 2 servings of ice cream or more. Like worth of fat.
I don't know. I felt really tired after that though.
Well, anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I think Steven didn't do something that's completely allowed, because said the AI overview says no, it's generally not legal to walk into the back of a store. Okay, well, there was no signage indicating it, so it could be considered trespassing. But Steven shouldn't have done that. I don't know why he did, honestly.
Steven's always getting himself into so much trouble, man. You remember when he had that issue in Miami?
Yeah, I remember Steven taking a half-hour shower and using a whole Irish soap bar on his dick because he thought he caught an STD.
That's why you never go all the way. Yeah. Learn from Steven.
Well, Steven should have worn a rubber. That's what Steven should have done.
Steven claimed that they weren't offered, but I guess that's on you then.
Brought a rubber if
buyer really beware.
Yeah. But that's just bad service, honestly. That's bad service if they don't offer it, I had remembered, though, that Steven was saying that he did get one and then took it off or something. I don't know, man. I don't know why he would if he did. That would be even worse. But, man. Steven!
What a character.
Hey, speaking of sexual shenanigans, there is a video.
Steven?
No, not Steven. Not this time. Not this time, Mr. Greg. There is a man who was pantsless at a drive-thru. Now, this is in pantsless guy in bikini bean barista drive-thru, apparently. Anyway, this is a now viral video where a man shows up. I mean, I could just show you. Hopefully, I don't see anything when I watch the video, but hopefully that means that there won't be anything in the video. Like, I've watched it. I don't see the if you know what I'm saying. Hold on. Hopefully I didn't lag. Did I lag?
If you did, I didn't notice.
Am I good? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Hopefully that works. Shit, because
that was fucking loud.
We have the Wi-Fi. I have the Wi-Fi now. Instead of the Ethernet. So hopefully that just makes it better. I don't know why the Ethernet sucks so bad, but isn't Ethernet supposed to be good, fast, whatever? I don't know. Bruh. Okay. Well, apparently I still lag when I do the screen share, even though it looked better for me. It looked better for me than usual.
I mean, you're not cutting out
But
audibly. It just is that your camera
okay.
isn't matching up. That's all.
Oh well, that's not as bad. If the audio works, I really don't care as much as the video just glitching. That sucks. Or delay, that's even worse for me.
Whoa, you don't like delay?
But delay. What are you saying when you say delay?
I'm saying delay.
Okay, we're just gonna watch this video.
Hi, how are you? Good.
Oh,
Have you been here
shit.
before?
Yes.
Sure. You need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Did it work? Did you see it?
Yeah, well, I didn't see it, but I saw the video.
No, I mean, was it laggy or no?
Only towards the end when he drove off.
Oh well, we need to listen to that.
Yes.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
You need to leave.
Yo, he's zooming.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, the unacceptable part was really funny to me because it reminded me of how we just watched a video where it was like the guy who was saying why the fires were happening in LA. And he's like, what if it's all these gay people, man? And like the news reporter's like, unacceptable. It's like, why is that the go-to word? Unacceptable. Like, it's like, shame on you. Now, what we need to see before I go deeper into this situation. Well, first of all, Greg, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on just that?
I've got a lot of questions, and I'm hoping they're going to get answered.
Ask your first question, I guess. What's the first thing that pops into your head when you watch this?
Why? That is the first thing that pops in my head.
People are saying, people are blaming porn addiction. People are blaming like, this. Well, I guess that's the main blame. People are just saying he's like a straight gooner like that. I remember like seeing a screenshot of like some football player too, where like he had some like old tweet where he was like driving naked in your car, like, and then he's like saying like it's good, like he was a gooner as well. And so apparently, I mean, I guess that's like, it does it for them, man. It does it for them. Now, what we need to see though, we need to take a look at this woman. We need to take a look. I just want to see that. I just want to see, did he like, was it in his mind? Is that why it was worth it? We just need to analyze this behavior. It's like analyzing a killer, man. Like you need to see why they do the things they do. Is he doing it? Now I need to say, no, I'm not saying is he doing it, but I'm saying the motivation. Is it because this restaurant now look, when I say this, I'm not saying it's because they do it. That's like it, all that's, I don't even know how to describe this, man, without like, just sounding retarded.
You're digging yourself in a hole.
Without just sounding retarded, because honestly, why do I even need to like give so much fucking like of a preface? Did he feel inclined to do it because of what the women are wearing working there? I mean, I'm just going to say that. I don't care. I'll say it. I'm just saying like, is that the reason?
What kind of a establishment is this?
Well, this is some sort of like, I mean, I'd imagine coffee because it's called barista. Let me look back at the name.
I didn't see that.
But yeah, it's the Bikini Bean Barista. So I assume that implies there has to do something with the outfits. Like, imagine like Hooters. Cause I mean, look at her shorts. So yeah, I mean, my point being is like, which I really don't care about necessarily how it comes off on my end. I just want to be safe for YouTube. But my point being, maybe that's what motivated him. Maybe that was his motive. Everybody has a motive. Killers have a motive. We just need to analyze. So anyway, he saw that this place has these kinds of chicks where he's like, yeah. And he was like, I got to goon to that. For some reason, I don't know why he didn't expect to get caught. He looks like he doesn't think he's going to get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like he looks like, no, I'm good. Because you would think like some people do like getting caught or whatever, but like as soon as she says like, no, sir, you need to leave. That's unacceptable. Like, look at the surprise on this man's face, right? Like, look at his face. He is genuinely actually like he looks shocked that she realized, or maybe he's just sad that she wasn't receptive to it. He's like, oh man,
I'm just,
oh man.
I'm like really, that is a very close angle. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even know how she managed to not get anything in there. That's insane.
But anyway, so that's what the man did. People are also calling this car the Goonmobile now, like Black Dodge Chargers. They're saying it's the Goonmobile. And there's a lot of memes being made of him. But the reason there's a lot of memes being made of him, and the reason people are calling it Goonicide, this man took his own life, like after this video, dude. For real.
Because of the backlash, or because
I don't even think it got to the point where like I think like it was pretty much as soon as it went viral, he was done, bro. Like I don't even think he necessarily even let it sit at all before doing it. And actually the thing is like it actually blew up a lot more because he ended his life over it. So actually the fact that he did that made it way worse. The X face. But anyway, I mean maybe we could see some sort of timeline here on this. Spread. So on January 11th, let's see. Oh yeah, so apparently that's, let me see. Oh yeah, so it happened on January 10th, right? And then the following day, somebody posted the video of the man supposedly named Nautica Malone. Really? I didn't even know that. Exposing himself at a Bikini Bean drive-thru in Arizona with the caption, LMFAO, whose man is this? The video gathered over 120K likes in 4 days. But see, I don't even know if he waited that long because let's see. January 11th, 2025. Yeah, some Instagram page posted it. Only got like 10,000 likes from the look of it. But we could see if they, yeah, just 10,000 likes. But point being, the video was reposted to Twitter/X multiple times in January, as seen in a January 12th post. On January 13th, reports of the man in the video were supposedly that he committed, the act of self-deletion. So basically, I mean, this was pretty early on into it even happening, which I guess it still did get attention, before he ended up doing it. But it got way more notoriety and people are talking about it way more because he did that. Took his own life after. Let's see. And that's why you have all these memes being made about it. And actually I was even downloading some of the edits of it. It was really funny. Like there was like some people putting Playboy Cardi over it and stuff. And it's like him like backing in again, like instead of pulling out, like instead of leaving, it's actually like him pulling in. So I forgot what the caption was, but one was like, it was some guy talking about like Cardi B or something, like when I see her on my page, like, naked or something. And it's like the guy like backing back into the drive-thru. And then instead of like having the shocked face, he goes to having like that face where he's like putting his hand on his chin. So he's like interested. Find that actually. That would be pretty interesting to find. I think I might have liked it. Hopefully I can. Because I really want to watch that. Let me see. But yeah, what are your other questions, Mr. Greg? Do you have any like other like thoughts really just brewing in there over this?
The concept of a bikini barista cafe is baffling to me.
Let's see.
Like the last thing I want when I get my cup of Joe is to be aroused. I'm just trying to get my coffee and go wherever I got to go.
Why are you gonna frustrate me more? Let's see.
It's
yeah. I think I actually liked it.
It's just like, why? Like at least with like Twin Peaks and like Hooters and shit like that makes a bit more sense because it's like a bar. You're meant to spend a lot of time there. But a cafe is like you can spend all day. Well, I guess that kind of kills my point. Cafes are supposed to be like a lot more casual, but not like I guess you could say family friendly. That's at least my perception of it. Well, maybe I'm just I'm a boomer. I'm not up to the times. Maybe
you're an old head status.
I guess so.
Okay, hold on. We got it right here. So this is the caption. It's Cardi B areolas on my timeline, hashtag milkers. And then this is the video that like accompanies it. This is the video that accompanies it. Hold on, let me turn it down a little because it was pretty loud for me.
First off, watch.
Bro, I love it. I love it. I mean, unfortunately, you know, the guy, I mean, I think he even had like a kid too, people were saying. Dude, he had like a wife and a kid. Man.
Dude,
even
why are you
like
doing
ruining
that?
2 lives. He ruined 2 lives. But yeah, that's actually a good question too. Why did he do it? He had a girl, man. What the hell? I didn't even think of that part.
Jesus.
I did not even think of that part. That is crazy. If only he had been a Mormon, this could have been solved.
That's
Actually,
true.
wasn't. Oh, he was in Arizona. I mean, close. He was in Arizona, close enough to Utah. Okay. Okay. You could go to Utah. Come on. Okay. So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory what happened here. I don't think there's really much more to say. It's just Goonicide. Hashtag Goonicide. Hashtag Goonabomber.
Goona bombed.
Oh, yeah. It's unfortunate what happened to the Goonabomber. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! Boom! Boom!
Boom! Boom! Boom!
Were they more like I don't think they were so energetic when they gave the 5 big booms, were they? Like over the sorry your brother died or whatever?
No. It was like a
boom, 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 boom. They gave him a proper military burial.
I mean, in their defense, as like a streamer or whatever, I don't know how, especially if you're like a family-friendly kind of content creator,
Yeah.
I don't know how else you would really react to that without kind of just killing the whole mood.
I guess, yeah. I saw Big Justice. He was being like, he's the kid. He was being asked by some like this like black guy streamer or some YouTuber. I forgot what his name was. It was like Camille or Kami or I can't remember, man. I honestly don't remember his name. No. It's like this other guy that visited the piss boxing guy. The guy that was like doing piss volcano, or it was he does piss volcano, but he's like piss nuke incoming. Everybody get down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he visited that guy's house. And it's like a complete. You haven't seen that video, have you?
The video of with him
The
and
piss
Big
guy's
Justice.
house. No, the piss guy's house.
Yeah, the piss nuke incoming. Yeah, I've seen that.
No, but you haven't seen like the documentary about his house.
No.
Okay, well, I'll show you that. I guess we could actually watch that. Maybe it's kind of a detour from what we had planned, but it's pretty interesting. I feel like we have to. But
I lived for detours.
Okay, so he was talking to Big Justice, and he was like, "Don't you ever get tired of saying boom, bro?" You know, I don't know. His voice sounds somewhat like that. That's a decent impression. But Big Justice is like, "Oh man, it's what made me money, so like I can't really complain." And he's spitting facts. But Big Justice is he's Big J, all right. All right. But you got to respect the hustle. Not really that I like what they do, but honestly, they're still making money from that. They're dragging it. They're still making money from it. So clearly there's people that want to see this.
It is kind of getting stale.
Why
But
is-
granted, I'm not their demographic viewer. So
his name's Cannell. His name's Cannell Joseph, but for some reason his YouTube channel is called Eugene Dingleberry. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Unless I'm just like
Joseph.
unless that's just not the channel. But that's where all his videos of like Mr. Piss Air are. That's his name, Mr. Piss Air. Let me see. Cannell Joseph Piss Air. That's quite the search on YouTube. Let's see. We need to see him like visiting. Oh, well, his actual channel is Cannell Joseph. For some reason, like a bunch of his stuff was like on some other guy, Eugene Dingleberry's channel. I don't know why. Quandale Dingle. Okay. Ads. Okay. It starts with the piss nuke. Hold on. Let me show you. That's crazy. Yeah, okay, here it is. Oh my. That was. Does he just do it again for him? I don't. Yeah.
And with energy, there's no energy on his fingers.
What is happening? What is
They
that
could have
audio?
built the pyramids like that. I don't know. Maybe somebody had that
What was that?
down somewhere.
What is happening? Oh my
You
god, I
must
understand
open
what's
the-
happening. Yeah, there was a device still connected to this by Bluetooth
Oh.
to my soundboard. Somebody else was pulling up a video. That's funny. Okay. I was like, dude, why am I hearing Joe Rogan? I was like, what the hell? I haven't even pulled up anything Joe Rogan. All right.
You're not a fan of Joe Rogan, bro?
Over here, we got my dishes.
I just haven't pulled up anything from Joe Rogan on here.
Okay, bro.
What's good, man?
Oh my gosh, no way.
How you doing?
It's just meeting some fan, telling him about piss or something.
Skibbity toilet, Riz, Phantom Tax.
Bruh. Why was that the thing I skipped to?
With piss content, piss baths, piss boxing, piss eggs, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was fake.
Bruh, mukbang.
It's filled with piss content, piss baths, piss boxing, piss.
Yeah, look at what is the mukbang, bro? What is this? What am I watching
can't-
here?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. But overall my sharing quality is better, right? I'm like noticing less lag on my end at least.
Yes. It is better.
Yeah. Fuck Ethernet, man.
Fucking nigga named Ethan.
Eggs, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was fake until I interviewed him on Twitch.
Is this like? Be honest, bro. Is this real?
He looks like a demon, dude. He looks devious. Like here. He's
That
like
smile,
he's happy.
dude.
He's so happy about what he does. He's so
Yeah.
happy about what he does. I mean, you gotta I don't know, man. That can't be right. That can't be right. That's all I'm gonna say. I was gonna say, maybe it makes him happy, but it still can't be right, man.
Hey, let me tell you something. What I'll be faking this? Ain't nothing to fake around here. Don't play with me.
And I actually asked him, I was like, hey,
I asked him.
you know what?
I got
Is
that.
it really that bad? Like, can people actually be there? He was like, I'm gonna
Oh, well,
be
now it's
honest,
lagging.
I don't smell anything, but you're probably not gonna like it. After interviewing him, we realized he lives in Missouri, and when booking flights and everything like that, he lives in the middle of nowhere. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so let's see
Sounds
him get
about
to. Oh, this is a good part. This is a good part where he tries renting the car.
anything that will hinder smell.
That's a good one. I don't know, man.
Serious question though. Do you guys actually have like a policy or anything? Like, I'm trying to make sure like I don't get charged. I might be coming back smelling like piss, but I'm just giving you a warning.
So if it's bad enough to where we can't get it out, then yes. We
Oof.
have a little thing.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all might have to burn the vehicle after I'm done. Okay. I'll try my best. Yeah, just give me anything 4-door, anything to impress the huzz. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah. Shouldn't have told him that.
I don't know why he did. Sam
Easy
Hyde doesn't tell
nostalgia.
him that shit.
I'm just gonna see if we can talk to
Yeah, I mean, he's doing it for content, but he's gonna get screwed on that price.
people.
Yeah.
What's good, Unc? How you doing, man? This is the first time in Joplin, Missouri. Is it a fun place to be here?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. Are
I
you
mean, it's all right.
born here
No, I've been here since 15.
since 2015?
No, since I was 15 years old. I'm 49.
Oh, you're 49.
Yeah.
Damn. What the?
What are you doing out here, nigga?
Bro, y'all have internet?
Nigga, what the fuck y'all be doing out here, nigga?
The thing is, the reason why we're here, we travel all the way from Texas. You guys
I like how he just asked him the same question over. He's like, nigga, what you doing out here? He's like, oh, y'all got internet out here? Nigga, what you doing out here?
He didn't answer.
have a
He didn't
resident
answer.
here that is popular on TikTok.
That's fair, actually. He didn't answer him.
And I want to see your reaction to what you think about his videos.
Here's new incoming. Everybody get down.
So is this normal here in Joplin? Like, is this like a normal thing to have like, urine just sitting in the houses and? Okay. Okay. You don't know. That's okay. All right.
Yeah, let's see him actually visit him though. Oh well, actually, this guy gives some insight though. This guy right here.
Bro, what the heck, bro? That's crazy. What's her name, bro?
Call me Matty T out here.
Maddie T.
They call me Matty T. Out here, not anywhere else, just out here.
Specifically
I don't
out
know
here.
if you know, but there's a famous TikTok
Kongsu Dom Tai Chinese.
here.
It's probably good as fuck though.
So I don't know if that's what you guys do in here. And
It says karate on the front of it. It's not even a restaurant.
Karate.
Why would they put that there? Why would they say Kongsu Dom Tai Chinese? And then, but then there's karate right there. Do they have a dojo in the in the Chinese food place?
But karate is Japanese.
Maybe that little door over there is where the Chinese restaurant is, and then here's the karate. But then they just
Why
put
would
like the Kongsu
the
Dom Tai.
restaurant name be over the whole building?
Maybe so you can see it, because if they put it over here, it's so much smaller. They're like, let us have some real estate. Let us have some real estate right here.
Nah. Those people hate each other.
Missouri,
We do have a piss
I don't know, man. Maybe they struck some sort of deal.
jug problem. If you go out by the highway, you'll see piss jugs.
For real? So the city's known for a piss joke?
Like me and my wife always joke about it because you'll see piss bottles along the highway and stuff like that.
Do you think his car is running on piss?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Yeah. I don't think.
Yeah, so apparently piss jugs are a real problem in this place. Like people leave them on the side of the road, and then he's like starts looking for them.
Does that mean that the piss in the piss nukes isn't even his own piss?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was wondering, because I don't think it gets revealed in here. Like I don't remember, but we could see. But yeah, like I was wondering, does he like collect them from the side of the road? Like, does he do them himself? Like just like got inspired by what he saw and he's like, I'll just do it myself too. Is it actually, because some people were questioning, is this really piss? They're like, is it apple juice or is it like, because they're like, oh man, it's got to be something else other than piss. He's not really doing that with his piss. But you see how he's living. And like he says, like, do you really think this is a joke?
I mean, it kind of is a joke, yeah.
I mean, it's funny, but is it a joke? All right.
Walk all the way in the hall to go to the bathroom.
Are you the person behind Urine Highway?
No, sir. You haven't never heard of nicotine and piss?
What is nicotine and piss?
It's more punching. More punching.
Well, this is our rental if you want me to drop you off.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's see where they find the piss bottles though. Oh yeah, right here is a good one.
Yeah. You are a piss plug now.
That's the first time I said here's a good one about a bottle of piss.
You see any more urine bottles, pee bottles, holla at your boy.
Yeah, just right here, brother. I'll be right back out.
Okay. Oh my God.
Nicotine and piss. Huh?
What? You just had that in the bottle?
What? Look at this tooth.
This is a
That's
tooth?
a 7-pound tooth.
Are you sure it's not a rock?
No, it's a tooth.
Wow. Yeah, we found some.
Looking for bottles of piss like they're not in front of your house and you're probably one of the people laying them there. I mean, it's like, that's weird. It's like the reaction to it is, why are you guys looking for bottles of piss? I don't know. Why are there piss bottles in front of your house? That's a good question. Why do you live like that? That's a good question.
Maybe they got plumbing issues.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the whole town they all have to piss in bottles. Like, dude, how is this how is this a problem for them? Yeah, well, that's fair. I mean, but even so, why do it in bottles when you have a yard? I mean, as Humvee says, I'm just a nigga with a rocket launcher. What's up, Humvee? Apparently so. Okay, well, let's see. That's a great question. Humvee, do you piss in bottles frequently? I think I remember him telling me a story about a piss bottle, if he doesn't mind me sharing, having to do with somebody that's very close to him. It doesn't have to do with me, but I just remember him telling me that story. I don't know if he wants to tell it or if he wants me to tell it. But anyway. Oh. He said, no, I'm civilized. You're not Wigger.
In the air, bro. Like, we might start collecting pee bottles if we stay here too long. Let's go meet up with Mr. Piss Air before we start collecting piss bottles. Nigga's here. Oh my gosh, Mr. Piss. Oh.
That
I
was
would
a
not be
freak.
shaking
I mean,
his
like,
hand.
look at him. He like comes out happy, like a menace.
Yeah.
You said what?
I said I wouldn't be shaking his hands.
Yeah, that's actually you're right. I don't even know why he went ahead and did it. Yeah, Humvey's saying he doesn't remember the story, but then he's saying he thinks he does. Was it with Mountain Dew? Yeah, dude, it was like where somebody like pissed in a bottle, and then I mean, from what I recall, it's like your dad accidentally drank it. I don't remember if it was your dad that pissed in the bottle and drank it by accident. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. They, niggas struggle out there. Sometimes niggas don't always got the toilet with them. But anyway.
God damn.
Oh, okay.
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
Your forehead is fat as fuck in person, bro. God damn.
All right, bro. Like, we're going to roast this section?
I ain't wasting no time. Let's go.
What? Okay.
Yo, we got Austin Krasinski in the chat. He's saying, watch this guy. Sometimes he's kind of funny. He kind of funny. But yeah, he's entertaining. He's doing good stuff here. I mean, not really good stuff, but this is honestly something I really wanted to see. The fact that he did it like is really interesting to me because you just see this guy on TikTok playing with piss and you're like, dude, like seriously, he lives like that. He does this. This is what he does. And so like you want to see how he lives. I mean, obviously it's going to be horrifying, but like this is something I wanted to see. So I mean, he's providing value to me. I will give him that. This is entertainment. This is the entertainment, not the entertainment ever, but it is entertainment.
We got to start posting on TikTok.
Hey, here.
We got to start posting on TikTok. Looks like we can't. TikTok's banned. Let's see if Trump brings it back. Well, I mean, the thing is, I was saying the other day, like, I think what it is. Yeah. Okay. Humvee's saying here, it was his dad out in Afghanistan thinking it was Mountain Dew. So there you go. But,
wait, are you doing a bit?
like I was saying, niggas don't. No, he's serious. But anyway,
no,
people
not
don't always
him,
have access to the toilet. What do you mean?
How about the Trump thing?
Yeah. I was saying
You are doing a bit.
that even if they Yes. I was saying even if they bring it back, like obviously it's a matter of like controlling the internet, what we access, being able to economically pressure other countries, because they were doing, Trump was at least doing the same with Canada, where he was saying like, what was it that he was saying? Like he basically pressured them and then like Trudeau stepped out because of it. Like Trump was saying like they're not paying enough or something like that. Like, hold on. There was like some sort of like bad thing on their end as far as like it not making sense. Like he's like, oh yeah, Canada should be the 51st state or whatever.
I don't know if I want that many Indians.
Let's see. It was like it had to do with trade. It had to do with trade. Let me see. Yeah, but yeah,
Actually,
Trump was talking about like tariffs and stuff like that.
I think we do have more Indians in Canada, but they're more spread out.
Canada's very concentrated, man. It's true. Let me see. But yeah, hold on. Oh, TikTok's back? I didn't even know. I didn't know TikTok was back.
That's why I was like, are you doing a bit or like a big reveal or whatever? It's back.
I actually didn't know about that. I was doing a bit about like Trump being the one to bring it back.
Well, he did, apparently.
Well, he's not even in office.
I don't know how.
They were saying, oh, Trump will bring it back.
He's taking credit for it. He's not in office, though, so I don't know how he did it.
But who bought it?
I don't know if anybody did buy it. I just know it's back.
So they just let it back? App thinks Trump is returns for U.S. users. TikTok restores service after going dark. Donald Trump says he'll issue an order on day one, but then why did it come back already?
I don't know.
It doesn't even make sense.
I mean,
but anyway, I was gonna say, I did expect it to come back like even as soon as Trump gets in office and does something about it, like, quote unquote, does something about it. I actually was just expecting it to come back like this week. But the reason I was saying it was a bit was because I was like, I really don't think it's about actually like banning, I mean, it's pretty proven by the fact that it literally just came back that I don't think it was about TikTok, right? Like that's what I was just talking about. Like it's about economic pressure on other countries. It's about like scaring people as far as like the dangers of China and like, whatever, like they have this weapon of mass destruction or whatever, but except for it's this weapon that's able to spy on you, right? And so, it gives them justification for going after China, putting these tariffs in place, all that.
The American government would never do that to you.
We would never spy on you, right? But, here's the thing, though. Because China's spying on you, we're going to need more control over how you use the internet. We're going to make sure that you can't use VPNs. Security. We're going to have to make sure you don't use VPNs because you don't want to access those naughty sites that are going to steal your information. Therefore, we're going to block your ability from preventing us from tracking you. Makes sense, doesn't it? You want to be safe. We would never infringe on your freedom, but you want to be safe, don't you? That's exactly what I was going to point out. Now, it makes sense, right? Because look, I was just going to, like, my whole point was going to be TikTok's going to be back. That's actually what I was going to say. And look, without me even knowing, it's back.
It's not even been a full 24 hours. I don't even know if it's been a full 12 hours.
Like, look at this. Like, how could it not be any more obvious that it really, and even if it, I don't know if it got sold or what, but like, it really wasn't about TikTok specifically. I mean, they're gonna use this.
I don't know if you were following it, but I was watching somebody stream on YouTube I was watching Mr. Wilson stream where he does his TikTok invasions, and they cut off TikTok at like 10 instead of 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like everybody was like, "Oh shit, it went early."
Yeah.
And like I just happened to be going about my day today, and I heard somebody mention in a Discord server like, "Oh, I guess TikTok's back." I was like, "Wait, what?" And there it was, back. So it's like, okay.
Well, I saw a SpongeBob meme where it was like, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime, like the one where they steal the balloon. But it was free balloon day. Yeah, I saw that. I was thinking, okay, well, they're just predicting Trump's going to bring it right back, right? So I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. But apparently it just is back.
Yeah, I saw something similar on Twitter where it was like Trump getting rid of, well, he wasn't the one that did it, first of all, but Trump getting rid of TikTok just to bring it back less than like 24 hours later so he can become the hero. But yeah, I didn't even see when I saw that. I thought that was like a joke too. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. It wasn't until I saw the Discord comment where I was like, oh shit, is it actually back? And yeah, it's back. And like, actually, I don't know if it's my timeline in particular or if they did it on, or if it's like everybody, but the first like 3 or 4 things that I swiped on there were like reports about Trump bringing it back. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Well, anyway, I guess we're still going to try out RedNote. We're still going to have to do that. We're not going on TikTok. I mean, I see no point in pulling up TikTok to use it because, I mean, I don't want to see a bunch of dancing and,
Hey, whoa. You mean... Yeah, I actually have an argument. Well, let's get back to the video.
Anyway, let's get back to the video. Okay. That's what we're going to do. No, it's just I repeated what you said. I thought you were going to say that's what I said.
No, I was thinking about other things.
This is a gift for you. I've been seeing you like, sometimes you're wearing the same thing. So I was just like trying to get you something new.
I'm surprised that this is going to be covered in piss. I'm surprised this man owns a polo though. I'm surprised he owns a polo though. And it doesn't look dirty. From here,
yeah,
it doesn't look dirty. He put on his nice shirt. He was holding this just for this kind of event. He was saving this, right? Okay.
This is gonna be covered in piss.
Hey, thank you, bro.
In a couple hours.
Come on.
What? Oh, okay.
You so scared of me. Hey, you want to see my fridge first? Okay. First of all, hey, Canelo, you should be honored. You're about to get a personal fridge tour.
Oh.
Hey,
dude, what is that?
Bro, it's like, and it's the fact, like, he knows exactly how horrifying it is to regular people, but like, he's okay with it. So he revels in the fact that they're freaking out over it because he knows how bad they think it is. That's great.
Dude.
It's not great for him, but it's funny. It makes for good entertainment, man. It's funny.
think they're bugs or something, but yeah, I don't know.
You don't know what's in your fridge.
This man is a sadistic dark tetrad type for thinking that we ought to revel in the fact that people are upset at things like this and disgusted. You know, this is ludicrous. This is crab behavior. This is the stink mind at hand. This is his lizard brain. This is his lizard brain at hand, man. It's disgusting, man.
Postmodernist takeover.
It's postmodernist, Machiavellian, Marxist garbage. It's infecting our youth. We can't have this anymore. It's a shame. Joe, I don't know what we're gonna do.
It's close to home.
Not a single person on the planet, unless they're a genius, would know what's in there. Let's look at the bottom window.
They're a genius.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
What, you mean the white stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, bro, he has to know what that is. He has to know what that is. But he just lets out a little Okay.
I was gonna say, I mean, kudos to him for owning a house, but shit. What a house.
So he actually lives with his dad. Like his dad and him live in this house.
What is happening with the father then? Well, first of all, that's unexpected.
Let's meet the father. We have to wait for him to get a hazmat suit. Let me see if the dad shows up here. Oh my god. That's crazy. Hold on.
Piss air?
Now that you got a whip, what do you think it smells like?
It's just straight up putting piss in the air filter. He's trying to make him smell it. Don't cover your nose.
Nigga, uncover your nose. What is my room smell?
Can I step outside real quick?
Why?
I just need to step outside real quick.
Yo, no, nigga, you finna run away, bro.
No. Let me just step
Bro,
outside.
this guy reminds me of like now I like you and I want you. We can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way.
See, I don't call you Chris Hansen. I call you Chris Handsome.
That's exactly what this reminds me of, dude. Like this dude is like acting predatory for sure.
You a coward. All right, don't step outside. Don't step outside.
Okay. So he does have to buy, he's like, I have to buy a hazmat suit, which I don't even know if this qualifies. I mean, it technically is like a hazardous material, like, you know, I guess like a blocker, I suppose, or like, you know, sort of PPE. So but I don't know if you can really call that. Like hazmat is like
what hazmat stood for.
But hazard, or like, you know, hazmat suits, you know, those have like the big protection, like they're like airtight. Who's Fleece Johnson? Am I missing something?
I'm definitely missing something.
I don't know if I don't understand the reference. Actually, I'm sorry. Sorry, sir.
What about John Fleeson?
Oh, he's the booty warrior. He's the booty warrior. He was now I remember. Because it sounded familiar, but I just couldn't remember who the hell that was. But he's the
booty warrior.
He's the original. He's the OG. He's the OG, man. He's the OG. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let's just watch. Oh, whoops. Let me see.
Yeah, there's supposed to be sound.
When I stop sharing, yeah, when I skip over to another tab, it always does this without my consent.
Oh, I know who this is now.
You out of your butt.
I don't understand. So he created the wall.
No, the wall was, look, can I stand up?
Yeah, you can stand up.
Okay. Picture.
Well, I can't. Well, yeah, just
right here.
Yeah.
This is the wall. The wall already had a hole in it.
Okay.
What he did, he took a plastic thing, like a balloon light, and blowed it up and poured some baby powder in it and blowed it up and tapped.
So he had to shank his cellmate? Yeah, that's just a story about him. I mean, it's just a story he's telling. I mean, I don't think it's the main attraction of Fleece Johnson. I don't know if they're.
Yeah, you know. I got it now.
Okay, but we wanted the viewers to get it. But maybe the viewers already get it. Let me see. Hold on. Police Johnson. Shit. Who that? Who that is?
Hustler spirit.
Who that is? Okay, let's watch the Booty Warrior real quick.
Only vowels.
No. Who that is? Who that is?
Hey.
Let's see. I like it. And I want you. Oh, it probably cut off the audio again, didn't it? Shit.
Yeah.
Did it do it or did you hear it?
I did not hear anything.
You actually heard it?
I did not hear anything.
No, I heard you say that.
Very different kind of homosexuality.
But we have sexual desires, right? So you got a bunch of men locked up in one place. All of them get hard. All of them's horny. All of them got sexual desires. So what are they going to do? If you won't let them have a woman, they going to have each of somebody's going to have to give us some booty. And it's just that simple.
The most.
That was a menacing laugh right there. Yeah. Yeah.
Memorable story that Fleece told us was about the place and importance that booty has in a maximum security penitentiary. And he went on about it and on about it.
In his prison, booty was more important than food. Booty was more important than drinking water. I like booty.
Johnson went on to tell our crew how he used to satisfy his sexual desires.
Yeah, we get it. But this guy is a menace, just like our boy here, Mr. Pissair. Okay, let's go back to Mr. Pissair. Let's not get too distracted. Let's unwrap this. Let's unravel
already
it.
Distraction within itself.
That's some movie.
Yeah, we got to like get out of that dream to get into this level. It's like Inception.
It's Inception.
Brad,
Yeah.
for my Piss Pizza video.
There's flies coming off.
Dude, is that? Yeah, that's. I mean, he said that's bread for my Piss Pizza video, but that looks like a honey bun or something. Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, guys, look up my Piss Pizza video. It's some shit went in my butt.
Even he's gagging now.
Bro, you're stepping on your bed. Like, where's the sheets at? Why is it my color? It shouldn't be my color.
It's people always make fun of my bed, but it's fine.
Why is it wet?
All right, so yeah, the shit stains on the wall right there.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Bro.
That
What?
is
How is
something.
this
I didn't
man
even remember
alive?
this. That is, and he eats like some like meat he finds, dude. Like he like finds some like pot of meat on the ground. He's like, oh yeah, let me just eat some of that.
Okay, are we gonna do my basement now?
Yeah. What the? Bro just dropped it. It says piss.
There was an egg in there, and he just straight up dropped it and left it there.
Basement door.
But that might have just been for shock value, that one. But even though he does do that with other food, you know, so.
I don't know how that got here. Maybe I'm fucking haunted or something.
Oh.
Jesus.
Bro, I can smell it through the mask. Bro, no,
I would not trust that. I would not trust that.
Horrifying, dude.
Let me see if we could find the dad. Oh my god, dude. I don't know where the dad shows up in this. I don't know if I can see it in
Dead
the
ass
screen caps.
You know when you
might have already
want a
passed
dead
him.
ass? When you dead ass want to eat? Not like regular wanting to eat, but dead ass wanting to eat.
But whenever I dead ass want to eat, whenever I dead ass want to eat.
Whenever I actually dead ass want to eat. Over here we got my dishes.
Oh yeah, this is like where he eats. Dude, this is where he eats like that old meat.
I rarely watch them. I like the bacteria. I like the natural organisms in my food.
Is that leftover rice?
Oh yeah.
You eat that?
I'll just take handfuls every once in a while like that. Let's go over here.
Okay, he didn't eat it, but dude, that rice, dude, he can like fucking really get sick over that. I remember some guy left rice out, and there was like some story about him like getting like, I don't know if he just straight up died or they had to like, you know, do a bunch of I forgot the word for it. Fucking amputations. Like, I don't know. I forgot that, but they did a bunch of amputations basically on him or something like that. He like lost a bunch of his body or something over some bacteria in like some old rice.
Was it necrosis?
I don't know, but he was like, let me see.
Well,
He left like a bunch of
don't show it.
No, I'm just looking it up. I'm trying to look up the story.
Yeah. I remember one time I left rice in the fridge uncovered. I think because I couldn't find the cover to like a pot and I didn't have enough Tupperware. And it grew like this white material over top of it. And it was hard. And I was ready to eat it. I was like, wait, no, this is probably going to kill me if I eat that. Even if it is in the fridge. I don't know what that was, though. I'm assuming it's some kind of fungus.
Here it says hours after eating leftovers. Here, there's this article I'm reading where it's like hours after eating leftovers from a restaurant, a 19-year-old was admitted to the hospital with multiple organ failure and later had both his legs and all his fingers amputated. It was some college student that ate rice, chicken, and lo mein from a restaurant. Man, dude, like what? Did they leave it out or did he leave it out? That's actually because it's leftover, but I don't know if it was the. It says after further tests, he was diagnosed with meningococcal purpura fulminae disease, which caused his stiff neck, nausea, respiratory collapse, shock, and organ failure, according to the report. Purpura fulminae is a rare complication that comes with septic shock, which the college student experienced, according to this report. Yeah, so it's like caused by bacteria. Apparently, it can lead to death in as little as a few hours. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he developed necrosis. I mean, I'm sure. Like, why else would they have taken it off, right? But he also needed a pacemaker for 13 days to treat his cardiac dysfunction. Experts have warned against the dangers of improperly storing leftover rice because items such as rice and pasta contain a bacterium called Bacillus cereus. The bacteria produces a toxin when heated and left out for too long, according to the CDC. In 2008, a teenager died in his sleep after eating leftover pasta that wasn't refrigerated overnight, a case that was reported in the Journal of Clinical Microbiology. Yep.
Damn.
There you go.
Well,
so if he eats that rice, he could actually get that. Huh?
I know when I was like, well, I still kind of do this. I'm kind of lax when it comes to well, not that lax, but I'm not like I think I told you the other day, I found I found like a mandarin or whatever that I ate the half of, and then like after I opened the other half, I found out there was like a black spot in it. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, then nothing happened. So I figured, you know, generally speaking, if you got a good enough immune system, you're probably fine when it comes to like poor stored food and shit. But I mean, something that can kill you in hours, and it seems like they ate it without even knowing, without there being any visual cue that there was something wrong with it. So that's crazy.
It could have tasted off. I mean, I don't know. We don't know. But Toothless Paste is asking stomach pumps. Yeah, I don't know. If you're already exposed to it and your immune system just isn't well, then yeah, I don't know if that would really fix it. I mean, your body does try to get rid of things like you know, by regurgitating it, but I just don't know like how long that would take to, like that specific one would take to really take effect, because it says you can die within hours. So clearly it might be a situation where that may just not help as much. But anyway, let's continue with Mr. Pissair.
Well, actually, this goes back to my original question. How is this man alive?
That's a great question. I mean, I don't know. I'd imagine you develop because humans can do interesting stuff. I don't know if he developed a tolerance to all this. He would have to, right? I mean, if that bacteria is living in there, he's exposing himself to it. I don't know. I mean, wouldn't there be something that really gets him, you know? I'd imagine, because I don't imagine he's eating right either. How's he supporting like a healthy system by eating right? He's not eating right. So I don't know how he would like adapt to this, but interesting.
Is this the trash can?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What is that brown stuff?
Bro, this is the bathroom zone. High chance it's shit.
It's taped. What does that mean?
He doesn't even know it's taped. I was gonna say that's why he's pissing in bottles, but what? Nah, he has to know that it's taped like beforehand. He's probably doing this for the reactions, honestly, I would think.
No, I know, but like, I don't know why it's taped. Who did this? Okay, it's probably better that we don't know what's in there.
Is this your shower?
It's a little bit brown.
A little?
Yeah. Just need to see if we can locate that dad. We have the best odds compared to those who are of African American descent of locating a dad, but clearly we're not doing so well right now.
Did you watch a different
Hold
video?
on. No. He was in here. Well, see, this is where they first go into his house. Let me see. Wait, was that him? That looked like him. Yeah, that's him.
What, you mean the white stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. Go to my room.
How you doing? How you doing, Dad?
That's my dad. That's my son.
W Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's all we actually see of him, maybe. That's it. We just see some old guy in the house going, that's my son.
The fact that he says that makes it seem
To the space that he left to get milk. Clearly not. But see, unlike them, I actually have the milk and it's right here.
Kind of want some milk now.
Okay. So we pretty much got the idea of Mr. Piss Air with that. That was terrible. It was also informative. I really don't think he answered. Like he just says it's piss, dude. Like he does not give any indication that it's not. So, yeah.
I have a newfound fear of rice now.
Just don't leave it out overnight. And just eat it within like less than a week. Eat it in like less than a week. All right, let's see. So here's what we have now. We have a Miss Lily Phillips that we talked about at the beginning of the show. But here we have to talk about her more. We've talked about her more on the show overall. Let me see. I'm going to say got it on some article here to read it. Okay. Miss Lily Phillips was notorious. What? Got it? Miss Lily Phillips, who, I mean, I frankly, not Gyat though. I mean, if we're being real, it's all right. But it's not even all right. I mean, it's anyway. I don't get the hype other than the fact that she does these outrageous things, which frankly, that's their agency, or like women, and she's clearly using that to get as much clout as she can. She said she set up an event where 100 guys did her. Apparently the footage should be coming out or something like that. I don't know. I didn't keep up with it, but she was crying after on the documentary that we did see, which was like the stuff that goes on YouTube. It looks pretty sad, but for her, I mean, not me feeling that bad for her. She decided to do that, but she was saying that she was doing that in preparation of having intercourse with 1,000 men. Right. But that did not happen. We're going to see right here why that did not happen. And we're going to see what her new challenge is, the backdoor challenge. Okay. So, I mean, it gets a little graphic, frankly. On Tuesday, January 21st, which we're about 2 days away from, a bunch of guys will be going in her butt, as many as possible. Okay.
Oh, I got some milk, but I came back.
I hope it's not from many of those guys. I hope they didn't give that to you. But
Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I come back to?
What I was saying was Lily Phillips. She has a challenge on January 21st, one day after Trump's inauguration. Okay. So it's just as important. Okay. Where she'll be having as much poop shoot relations. I didn't make it any better by saying that, but whatever.
You really didn't.
with as many guys as possible. Okay. And
Hold on. Can you go back up to that photo? Okay. See there, she looks all right, but the makeup is doing a tremendous amount of heavy lifting.
But also, she clearly is British, even from her look, like her physiognomy.
Oh yeah, you can. It's amazing how you can tell just from looking at them. Because even theoretically, your average American should still look British, but they don't.
Okay, so we got a couple comments here. We have Humvee saying, "Why does your room look like you have the chicken roaster sign across the street hitting you?" Okay, well, I have a lamp in here that is red because I need that nice red spectrum light. I don't want to have all that blue light shining in my face 24/7. So I just have a nice amount of red light in here, just to at least not be so harsh on my eyes at night, not keep me awake as long. You know, be a little kinder to my circadian rhythm, which I actually, even when I'm off stream, I just only have red light, right? So what I do in my room and bathroom and everything, office, like it's all just an actual infrared. Well, I mean, like this is, you know, red light too, but this one is just some bulb. It's not a heat lamp. I have heat lamps in those rooms. I got them from Walmart, pretty cheap, but they work really well. And you don't have to go get those red light therapy things that everybody's like charging you hundreds of dollars for. It's like $10-20 if you want a couple. And you can get the same benefits, frankly. I mean, there's like no difference. But yeah, so that's why I have that.
Look, I was gonna ask if you could find that like a photo of her from when she was on Fresh and Fit and compare it to that. Because that's like it's like night and day.
I will find that after I reply to Mr. Toothless Paste here. Trump has one day to stop her. You know, oh yeah, so like we were on a call you know, talking about like some Turkish woman that did this, like, or said she was going to do it, like the 100 men thing or whatever. Or I don't know, did she say 100, right? It was 100?
I think it was 1,000.
Oh, she said she was going to do the 1,000.
Yeah, she just said that she was going to do it. She didn't actually do it.
Yeah. But the boyfriend was like receiving like pleasure from the idea of this too. Like he was supporting it, and then they arrested them both. And I was on a call with a Turkish woman. You know, there was one in the chat with us, and I just go like based about the idea of that happening. I was like, when's it going to end? You know, based, when's it going to end? And then she's like, no, that is not based at all.
The timing was perfect on that too.
Let's see. Yeah, it was actually. It was a really good I hit it really well. Toothless Space says maybe I treated Turkey too harshly. I feel like Greg's thinking the same.
No, never.
Let's see. What was her name though? The Turk.
I he sent it in that chat, right?
Is she an OF model?
I'd assume so. You could just probably look up Turkish.
Well, I just don't know if you can actually, like, you could just run it over there still, even if she's going to get arrested for the 100 men thing or 1,000 men.
What do you mean?
See. Azra Van Dan. It was 100. You want to see her?
She probably looks better than Lily
Clothes,
Phillips,
of course, but
she does.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. But it's, you know, this is her. Wow, that's nice. Did you see that pop up?
No.
Okay, good, because that was like a bunch of my emails showing up. That would be nice. Anyway, so she's a Turkish OF model.
She looks familiar.
Arrested for planning to sleep. Interesting. Arrested for planning to sleep with 100 men in 24 hours. Streaming the encounters with her husband. Yeah, that's why I went and made that face. Pedra and Badar Vandan. Oh, well, I know what you're saying, though, actually. You're right.
Yeah.
A viral show. Yeah, I get it. But, I mean, she looks better, you know.
She quite honestly does. Like, a lot.
This Azra looks better than yeah. Anyway, a viral video shows authorities dragging her from her building as she resists arrest. She's an adult model in Turkey who streams on the platform OF. You know, I don't know if you really get anything for saying that a bunch of times, but I'm just not going to do it. Was arrested by the police in Turkey for announcing that she and her husband. Wait, what? Wait, what? And her husband? Wait a minute. He wasn't watching it. It was like he was sleeping with them too. Ah, man. Planned to sleep with 100 men in 24 hours and stream the encounters. She claimed that she would become the first Turkish woman to do so. A video surfaced on social media that showed Turkish authorities dragging Azra Ivandan out of a building where she could be seen resisting arrest. You know, now here's the thing, man. Like over here, like in the West, right? Like that's like becoming like the Lily Phillips thing. It was surprising, but it's like not as surprising as like it would have been 5 years ago, 10 years ago, right? And so the thing is, they're nipping it in the bud in Turkey. They're saying, no, you're not going to be the first one to do it. There's going to be no one that does it.
You know, honestly, maybe I do have to, no pun intended, extend a slight olive branch, because I didn't know that her whole thing was being the first Turkish woman to do it, and then the Turkish officials were like, "No, you're not doing that." That's,
yeah.
You know, I don't like the Turkish government, but you know, a good deed is a good deed.
You got to respect the grind. I mean, in the sense of them, you know, making sure it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, you know, their dedication to preventing it from happening. I mean, you know, it's respectable. Okay. I don't respect the
grind, but I do respect the grind.
I don't know what this is. Toplan Sürtük Olumu.
It's obviously Turkish.
Well, I just don't know what it, you know, I don't know. I assume you don't. I assume you don't read. Yeah, I assume you don't read Turkish. Anyway.
Why would I read Turkish? Who do you think I am?
I don't know, man.
Hold on. I can think of an argument for that. Never mind.
Okay. Well, anyway, a lot of, and you know, that's the thing. A lot of gooning going on this stream too, because it's like Lily Phillips, the GOONICIDE guy, like the Goona Bomber, and then like, you know, plus Lily Phillips.
Can you say that? Is that
fine? Did I say Lily Phillips first or the Turkish one? Anyway, I don't know, man. But anyway,
GOONICIDE.
Yeah, let's see this. Yacht! Respectfully, yacht! Look at that jiggle. That is crazy.
I didn't even get to see it.
Okay, so this is the man. This is, oh, whoops. This is the man. They're dragging his head like, you know, downward, you know, as the Turk woman was telling us to make it look like, you know, they apparently redid it where they wanted his head lower so it actually looked more shameful for him. But he is a cuck. So, I mean, I'm sure this made him actually feel good. Like he wants to be disrespected. But anyway, and then there's her, which, yeah. Look at that jiggle physics on that, bruh. What's all that movement back there? What's all that movement back there? Bruh. Okay, we need a replay. We need a full replay of this, because look at this, bro. Oh my God.
Bro's going full
dude. I'm just saying, of all the moments to do it in this stream, this is insane. Anyway, that's it. That's all we do for today. No more.
Oh my God.
That was crazy. Okay. Anyway,
you must resist the. I don't know if I can use that term, but
I'm not gonna look up or pay for it. Okay, but that right there, that was interesting. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You know, I don't intend on looking her up, but anyway,
you did
let's see.
Her up.
So, well, I don't intend on looking her up in the sense of what people would do to do the deed to. Okay. Anyway. As per local media reports, she is planned to announce 100 men in the social media post on X. And let's see. So this was her writing. We will arrange the application and details with my team and convey them to you soon, she wrote. She was arrested in the city of Istanbul, the capital of Turkey, and charged with obscenity and resisting to prevent the performance of duty. Well, I mean, they stopped at the performance of duty, depending on which hole they were using. I mean, if it's like a Lily Phillips kind of thing.
Disavow.
So this trend of engaging in stream sexual activity with a lot of people in a short period of time started with the UK. Oh, so Lily Phillips started it. You know, I guess, I mean, technically, like it's
the number thing.
Okay, that amount, yes, but technically the idea of like a gangbang, I mean, that's just been a thing, man. So I mean, you know, not 100, but I'm sure there's been ridiculous numbers. Did I?
Wow.
Did I what?
Wow. Okay. Did you mention why she's going for that route instead of going for the 1,000?
It's to be extreme. But
No,
I was.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Okay. So I understand what you want me to clarify. Right. So actually, the reason that she's not doing the 1,000 men is because there's another
right there in
OF
the
star,
corner.
Bonnie Blue. What?
That's her right there on the side.
Let's see. Yeah.
It's the article.
Well, she looks better than Lily Phillips. So
She does.
well,
Not by a
I mean,
lot.
here she looks like a little more. I like her. She looks good here. Here it's like it. I don't know. A little unsettling. But anyway, this comes after her fellow OF star Bonnie Blue broke a world record. She actually did 1,057 men in a day before Lily Phillips. So Lily Phillips wants to one-up her, right? And so she's saying, well, there's another place to do it. So let me do it with as many men as I can. And so let's see.
You know,
apparently
even the competition thing, it still doesn't really compare.
Well, anyway, I suppose it's just the depravity, man. Like they want to out deprave the other one. But here, so it says that apparently that route has doubled in popularity in recent decades among young heterosexual couples, according to the National Survey of Sexual Attitudes. Let's see. But Lily's challenge is taking the practice to the extremes and can have serious long-term health implications for both her physical and mental health. Shocker. And I'm surprised they mentioned the mental one because that they don't usually mention.
It's empowering, bro.
Yeah, no, it's empowering. Schrodinger's feminist, right? It's either empowering or degrading, but you have to wait to see what the chick says to determine which one it is. Let's see. So NHS doctor Deborah Lee, who specializes in sexual health, tells Metro, just because you can't physically see the risk doesn't mean it isn't there. As a young person, you could well damage your future life irrevocably, and there is no going back. So, Dr. Lee saying, get screening, use the blocker. Yeah, so, and even afterward, get a screen, even if people are going in before, because anyone having frequent should be immunized against hepatitis B. And let's see, another problem, incontinence and fissures. Having is riskier than the other options with opposite sex, says Deborah Lee, because the skin lining is thin and easily traumatized. Shocker. Allowing bacteria, viruses, and other organisms to pass into the bloodstream. And so if you're doing it for a prolonged period of time, there's a chance you could damage yourself. And also could lead to, you guessed it, incontinence. So there you go. A lot of issues that could surface from this, right? And she's not caring, right, about her well-being, whether it be in the sense of what she could do to her body or what she could do mentally to herself. I mean, she's already done it that first time, but she's about to make it worse for herself and bring more shame upon her family.
I mean, the concept already is quite distasteful, but this one makes me like physically cringe just the thought of it. That's gotta hurt at a certain point.
Yeah, apparently the 101 men were in 14 hours. I don't know if this is that's what they're reporting on the Metro UK. I don't know if it's a typo or if they legit meant like the period that she actually did it within was 14 hours. Yeah. Okay. So it says fast 14 hours in the article itself too that I'm reading right now. So looks like she actually squeezed him in that. Well, squeezed him in, rubbed him out in that period. Yep. But anyway, Lily Phillips, Lily Phillips, it's time to stop. It's time to stop. Well, I guess it's not time to stop. I guess you could fuck around and find out, literally, right? I mean,
pretty sure.
Your body, your choice.
Your body. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can do the voice. Your body, my choice, forever.
It's a pretty good impression. I'll give you that.
I tried.
It's not bad. I'll give it to you. It's not bad. Anyway, but yeah, Lily Phillips, you are going to damage yourself. It will be funny because of how much you are trying to make yourself a disgusting, like depraved person publicly for everybody to see. For you're selling your soul for money, right? You're selling your soul for money. Like obviously people are going to click on this because it's like, wow, that's extreme, right? But it's not going to be good for you. Not going to be good for your life. Obviously, even here in a news article, they're pointing out, and these are supposed to be people that are more liberal about this topic. They're pointing out, hey, this could actually have serious implications for you. They're actually telling you about the consequences ahead of time. These people are telling you about consequences. That says something. That says something for these people to be pointing that out. Especially the mental stuff, because they usually, like we were just saying, like they just act like it's empowering, unless you say otherwise. It's empowering.
To be fair, there is like, in terms of the mainstream zeitgeist, they do have a schizophrenic kind of view on it. They do the Schrodinger's feminist thing. If it's, if it happens this way, then, and she likes it, then it's empowering. If she does it this way, and it made her cry, then it's victimization via the systems of the corn industry, abusing women, that kind of shit. So
yeah. I even saw a post from a woman. I even saw a post from a woman that was like an escort, and she was saying like, basically she's like, oh yeah, it would be nice when the guys would pay me for my meals and pay for my purses and pay for all that. But then I realized I was going to have to be R-worded by them at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one that put out the service. You're the one that put out the service. As much as it is wrong that, these kinds of things, like, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be selling yourself like that. This should be like, this isn't good for you to do. You should have a family. You should not be engaging in this kind of behavior, but, you're doing it. So, the idea being is like, they want to act like they don't actually have full agency, while at the same time having all the ability to do whatever they want as if they do have full agency. So like it literally is just trying to strip themselves of the accountability. But then at that point, they're basically arguing for the other side that they call misogynist or whatever, because, or woman hater, sexist, because those people say, well, actually we should protect women because women maybe can't make, all the same decisions that, they should be able to. I'm not saying I agree with that or not. I'm just saying that's what they're saying. Right. And then you have the feminist people, or like the people that are doing this kind of stuff, saying, well, it's actually empowering until it's not. And then actually they're actually agreeing with what the other people, the misogynists, the sexists, or whatever, were saying in the first place. They're agreeing with the conclusions without actually accepting that this actually accepts the rest of the worldview, right? They're actually, by doing this, accepting the worldview proposed by those people that they claim are antithetical to their freedom and their beliefs and all that. I mean, there you have it, right?
We truly live in a schizophrenic era. Because you can say that about pretty much any kind of like social issue that's like a hot button topic nowadays. Like, I'm not going to go too much into this because this kind of gets into like sensitive topic, but like the multiculturalism thing, like simultaneously we need to accept all cultures, but at the same time, our culture is the best because we accept all cultures, which doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But yeah,
every culture is equally as valid no matter what they do, even if there's contradictory things. It's just as good.
Except if white people do it.
Except if white people do it. Now, if they do it, it's bad. They're bad. They've been meanies. They've been naughty. Oh, you naughty.
You're a bad man.
You're a very bad man. Now, here's what we need to look at. Now, we need to skip past this Lily Phillips garbage, right? And look at a woman that actually understands, right? That her actions did have consequences. We're about to take a look at a video Greg sent me.
Yes.
What were you gonna say? You're gonna what?
I was gonna intervene here and give not even a disclaimer, but my thoughts. But I'll hold off until after the video has been shown.
It's a very insightful video. Okay.
I just came to the realization why I'm single. Every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive. Okay, this is not supposed to be offensive, but I see their wives and they just look like so like,
And I could tell the first time what she meant by this, because I mean, she knows it's not what she looks like. And you can see clearly what she looks like and what a guy would usually, like, you know, his wife would usually look like. Wouldn't be this covered in tattoos, wouldn't have all these piercings, generally speaking. I mean, up until now, and even now, it's not, you know, the ones actually getting wifed up, it's not as frequent, right? Even if it does become more frequent because, you know, guys can be suckers. But yeah, no, she means, you know, more feminine. That's simply what she means.
Like, not like this. Just like, you know.
Exactly. Not trying to be a man.
Like, I pretend my tattoos are gone.
And covered up, right? Right? But also not having tattoos. But I think she also meant that.
Dude, I look crazy. Like, that's why guys don't want to wife me up.
This is like this is such a big brain moment for her. She's like gained consciousness.
And I just come to this realization.
You broke up a little bit, but I heard you went to the gym today and you saw a girl that looked like her.
Yeah. Well, maybe even more like buff.
Toothless paste from the fluoride wears off. True.
Yeah. See?
And like the fact is, this chick actually would be really pretty without those tattoos and piercings and stuff, right? Like
that's
I mean,
what I was saying. Yeah, I was like, well, I didn't say it, but I was thinking like, she has a nice face. If she just had like a better figure, minus the tattoos and piercings, she could have been. Well, I mean, maybe she still can. I don't know. I don't really have high hopes with her.
She could have literally been exactly what she wanted to be. Is the point?
Yeah.
Like she was perfect for it before this. She was perfect, and now she decided, no, I don't. You know, well, now she decides she actually did want that, but she wasn't really thinking.
Or maybe it's because all of them see me eat sushi after I get out of the grocery store in my car with my bare fingers and drinks
with your fingers, bruh. Not even a fork that you carry around or something. That's kind of grind. I guess.
Sweet tea.
Oh no. No.
Guys. I thought these men wanted, like, you know, big, strong.
Yeah, so you got lied to, and you realized you got lied to. Shocker.
Tough girls.
If only more women were making this realization, man. This is actually insightful. Come on now.
I don't know. I feel like all of them are like super girly, and all these guys are like, yeah, that's my girl. That's just like housewife stuff. And I'm over here like, I own my own business. I'm covered in tattoos. I'm a little spazzy, but that's okay. We embrace it. But yeah, I don't think any guy's gonna wife me up because they can't take me seriously. And I just realized that. Damn.
At least she's honest with herself.
And it is kind of like if I were in her position, well, granted, I'm not a woman, so I don't know how much that would have affected my reaction to it. I would have been like way more pissed rather than like, oh shit. I would have been like, what the fuck? These fuckers lied to me. Well, the universities lied to me and shit. But yeah. It's like depressing almost because like you mentioned, she does actually look like all right, and she's kind of in a position where she can't go back now, at least not entirely.
Yeah. I mean, she's still younger. I don't know exactly her, you know, how promiscuous she's been, but it seems like it's a lot of tattoos, but I don't know, man. She's still younger. Could probably find a more decent guy, obviously, than the ones that realize it when they're 40. So at least she did it before she hit the wall, true. I guess. I mean, it kind of salvages it. You don't get like, you know, obviously you don't get like your ideal, but you can at least get something that is worth like sticking with as opposed to something that, you know, you're very upset that you have to settle with. So
I was
there you
thinking
go.
mainly about the physique. I don't know if you can undo that easily.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But let's see. Let me try and because I said we were gonna do RedNote anyway, right? Not knowing that TikTok was actually back. I couldn't find Lemonade though, or whatever it was.
You didn't type in Lemonade
I did.
in the App Store?
I did. But just
I have
just
it
a little bit
downloaded.
ago.
It still says I can't use it though. I don't know why, considering TikTok is back.
I guess it wasn't included in the lifting of the ban. I don't know. I need to check if I still have access to CapCut now that TikTok's back.
That's true.
Because I didn't check while TikTok was banned. And I thought I would lose out on my subscription that I paid for. But
Well,
let's see. So
I
we
used
are going to
it
use
today.
RedNote though.
I used CapCut today, so I guess you're good.
We are going to use RedNote. I do need to mirror the screen real quick before we do this. Let's see. Start your play. Okay. And so when I signed up on RedNote, I put my interests as traditional culture, food critique, comedy skits, TV shows, and pets. So hopefully we get some Chinese stuff related to all of that.
I just skipped
let
that
me
when I
see.
first downloaded it.
I just did it, man. I was like, let me see what I get. Set up AirPlay receiver. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't popping up. I had to refresh it. Okay. I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's in another window. There we go. Okay. Just need to open RedNote and then I'll turn my screen on. And it you're going to see it looks like TikTok though. I mean, like obviously it does. I mean, that's the point. But literally just some of the creators are just on, like from TikTok are going on there so they could tell you about stuff.
I believe that was
am I
the
not going to
most
be able to share
popular
audio though?
Replacement app because Instagram Reels is it's it's quite different from TikTok.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to share the audio unless I share my screen though. I mean, it's probably going to be a lot of copyrighted stuff anyway. So you could just take a look at what we see.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, we're trying it out. So yeah. I mean, there's this guy that like, at the top left, like he's that guy that's like, come here for a second. And he starts speaking to you real close. Have you seen him?
No.
Oh. Well, he's just some like viral TikToker that's his like whole thing. What do Chinese people think of Floridians? It's just a question. Let's see the comments actually. That's pretty interesting. You ride alligator every day is the first comment. We actually do have alligator wrestling though. It's not far off. Why did I lag out for a second? I saw. Yeah, we do have alligator wrestling. Let's see. Give us some photos of Florida. Yeah, they all like want to see like photos, right? Like they all want to see how we live and stuff. That's even what the Turkish girl was saying. The one that we were talking to, not the OF girl. But yeah, they want to like see like what it's like to live in the States. They want to see like how we're paying, like how much we're paying for groceries, how much we make. They're like surprised that we make $15 an hour and don't work 12 hours a day for like $2 an hour.
Yo, is that the one thing where the guy fell off?
Oh, isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? No. This is like the one that like swings around.
Oh, okay. I thought it was that.
Let's see. Was it? I thought it was like the one that like the tower that you like ride up on and then like it falls real quick. And then his thing wasn't like secure on there.
You're the one that was telling me
I thought
about
that's what it was, man. No free man in Florida. Let's see. Yeah, a bunch of US and TikTok or TikTok people. A bunch of US and Chinese people interacting. Oh, can you actually hear it? Oh well, I guess it's just my end.
No.
We're getting a little slow because of this.
No audio at all.
Oh yeah, no, I know. But I'm just saying we're getting a little slow because of the how much it's like requesting from the Wi-Fi to be able to like share this. Is there a web app?
I don't
I didn't
know.
even look that up. I was just like, I had it on my phone.
I probably should have looked that up too, actually.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop the screen because I don't know if we're having like a delay issue here also. Yeah, actually, I don't even know if there's a web app. It might only be on mobile. I see like the profile page for it on Google Play. Yeah. Okay. I see the profile page for it on Google Play, but I don't really see like, oh, I guess maybe you could install it though if it's on Google. Let's see.
Perhaps.
Yo, what is, hold on. I don't think it's going to let me install it on my computer, but look at this. Why does he look like that? Is that Mbappe? I don't even think Mbappe's side profile looks like this. It looks weird. That's not what Mbappe looks like. Okay. Yeah. So if I want to share it, I have to share the whole screen, but it's also probably going to be like a little laggy. So I say, I'm probably just going to reshare it. See if that helps at all. And try closing some tabs up and then just do it without the audio still. Hold on. We have to see what Chinese people know, what Chinese people think of America. Hold on. Why is it not sharing? I pressed to share. Okay, there we go. I'm from America. Ask me anything. This is actually probably how you get clout on here because like they actually do want to know a lot. Do most Americans take drugs? Well, I guess pharmaceuticals, if you count that, and actually weed. Pharmaceuticals and weed probably most do in total.
Adderall.
Hey, why American people so aggressive about China? We don't hate you all. Why you insult us all the time? Piss us off. Let's see. That's only some Americans. We're sorry Americans haven't been very nice to you, but personally I love China and its culture and friendly people. Do you think something is wrong with Trump's mind? Probably, says the author. Okay. Here we go. Are only 2 gender options in RedNote. I heard there are over 30 gender category in USA where I could want my bags. No Americans understand that gender is oh my god. Gender is an expression of oneself, completely separate from what society expects or demands. Okay. Let's see. Why do you have to rent an apartment when your income is so high?
That's a great question.
Like, why do you have to? Oh, like why do you have to buy? Like why can't you buy a house? That is a great question. Because apartments are also really expensive. A 2-bedroom apartment in a decent neighborhood would probably cost you $1,600.
Yeah, 1,600.
Sure. Help me do my homework, please. Why would he need help with homework? He's Chinese.
Trump.
Why voted Trump? Oh, this one's from Thailand. I have to translate this because otherwise it tells me. Okay. Can you carry a gun on the street in the United States? In the state Texas, carrying is legal. Well, you mean like open carry though, and you don't need a gun license. Well, I mean constitutional carry is everywhere, so you can concealed carry anywhere. I think the age to purchase a firearm is 18, but you know there are still laws that make it so you need like Florida, like where you need to be 21. I think still, right? Unless they lowered it, I don't know. Again, but they raised it after Parkland, so and that
apparently made that ruling a bit more lax. I don't know if it was including the age limit though.
Well, so that's like 21 for handguns, but Florida is like constitutional carry is like which basically, well, actually, I wasn't thinking when I said that. Actually, let me stop my screen. Let me stop my screen so I'm not laggy. Let's see. Oh, Toothless says English homework, maybe. That makes sense. But anyway, my point being is that it's not actually, I don't think it's actually constitutional carry across the states, because there are still those that I don't even think they would let you do that. But like without a permit or anything, and I don't even know. I guess any state you could still apply for a permit, I believe, just not like all of them would be open. I think is what I understand. But pretty much what it is that's the Supreme Court like made all states like a shall issue, or instead of like may issue. So like they have to give you the license, but only some states will actually let you do it, like carry without the license. I don't know about Florida being like, 18 or 21. I just knew that the last time I checked, it was like handguns are 21 and like everything else can be owned at 18. Let me see. But constitutional carry has been like more widespread in the US. So like almost half the states, I think, like when it was like last put up, were like permitless carry, and then a bunch of them were permit required, and then some it looks like North Dakota is permitless carry for residents only. But you can get a permit anywhere. There's no place they'll can technically. I mean, they can give it to you, but they may not. Possibly they may have more strict rules around it, but in the whole United States you are legally can obtain a permit. I just think, I don't know if it would be open carry everywhere or just concealed carry. But anyway, point being, we were talking about Chinese people. Hold on.
I kind of want some fried rice now.
Some fried rice after you were scared of rice.
Rice is good when they make it. Actually,
I
it
want
was
the
Chinese.
romaine and the orange chicken. I want the romaine and the orange chicken.
No, lo mein sucks ass.
What do you do in your free time, Goon? Let's see what this is. Intuition in the United States is really expensive. I studied in a top 10 university in China for 1 year. And tuition was about 7,000 yuan. Yuan? How do they say it? Yuan? 7,000 yuan? Or 1,000 US dollar. So let's see. Yes, tuition can go up to close to 13,000 a year. Do you eat butt? Oh wait, that was from the United States. That was somebody asking from the United States, asking people from the United States. Okay, just to know if this person's eat butt. Sometimes, bruh. Do you get robbed? Depends on the city and state you live in. Mine is very safe. Is the ambulance service free in the United States? No, it costs several $1,000s for an ambulance ride. True. Let's see. Yeah, somebody's asking, are there really many shootings as reported extensively in China? Now, I don't know.
Tread lightly.
Yeah. But all I'm going to say, oh wait, I turned off my phone. All I'm going to say is that I just witnessed the other day on Twitter, a man he's in the projects, as you will, and he's in his car. He opens the back car door. He has like a baby door lock on it, like, or the kids lock where like they can't open it from the inside. He opens it, and a little short guy, I don't know if it's a kid or not, comes out with a tool. I don't know if you call the long ones a tool. It's not a handgun. It's like a rifle. He comes out and he starts shooting other people that are there walking on the street. They start running. All I'm saying, there are some areas in the United States where this is more common. And if you exclude those regions, the gun violence doesn't seem as much of an issue anymore compared to other countries. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go in a completely different route with that, to be honest.
Oh, well, I thought that's why you were saying tread lightly, because, no. Well, yes, I would rather watch a tree grow.
Yeah, the project shit is
as
fine.
toothless paste, person-on-person violence. Yes, it is. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and it's very much so. Oh, well, this is where I would have to tread lightly. I'm just saying that there are rappers that, the record companies are promoting acts of violence in their music. They're promoting music that has acts of violence being spoken in them. People are saying, oh, well, how does that have to do with the shootings actually happening? Well, you're kind of saying it's a good thing in the music. I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I can say on the issue at the moment. That's all I can say. But yeah, so it looks like a lot of Chinese people want to learn more about the states. Not bad. You want to learn. I can't blame a Chiga.
I would prefer. Now, both would be suboptimal. But if I had to choose between 10 million Indians coming into the U.S. and 10 million Chinese people, I'm just saying one makes a lot better food.
I feel like the Chinese, they don't have a lot of respect for animals, but I feel like they would be more polite. They're going to keep more to themselves. They're more timid, So
they literally self-segregate.
You wouldn't have problems with them. I mean, I've never really, I can't imagine having like a time that I've had a problem with a Chinese person.
I mean, unless you run into like a triad.
Yeah. But aside from that, I don't know. The Asian folk, they mostly, East Asian, the East Asian folk, they mostly, keep to themselves. These are people that, they are more like that. I'm just saying.
I went to, there used to be what was it? I think it was a Szechuan region style of like authentic Chinese food restaurant. It's not there anymore because, ironically enough, the COVID shit made them move. But oh shit, could I say that? Whatever, it's already said. Anyway, but they're pretty polite. Like they serve the food. They're like even asking questions. Like usually, they're like business forward typically, but they were like socializing a bit. It was nice. I don't get that from an Indian restaurant. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, there's one post where I'm just going to start reading it off because honestly, it's like kind of laggy anyway. So, I mean, we're getting the same thing from me reading it. How do Chinese people feel about Americans coming here because of the TikTok ban? And we're going to read how the Chinese feel. Let's see. Somebody said, I'm just, wait, this is a person from Canada, but apparently still, I take it, maybe Chinese. It looks like a Chinese person, but lives in Canada. Apparently that's the location here. I'm just afraid you guys are taking over RedNote, LOL. Chinese young people be learning English from your posts, LOL. But in the club, we all fam. Let's see.
That's a New Girl reference. I know that because of Instagram slipped that in my feed for some reason.
This guy from Zhejiang. I can't read some of these places that they're coming from. I guess they put specific cities. If it's in China, they put specific cities or something. But anyway, this person's like, "You're welcome. You're welcomed. You are welcomed. If you guys be nice and respectful, it's another way to let foreigners know that China is not what the U.S. media portrays it to be." I mean, probably has a point, but
I mean, that's true. That doesn't mean that it's great though.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I wasn't saying all that. I don't know where you got that from, but
No. I mean, that's what like the one broad was saying, how them moving over to RedNote, the Americans, they start like sympathizing with Chinese culture and shit, which is, I mean, you can sympathize with them, but I mean, it's not like China is like fucking sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, it's not a bastion of freedom.
I was gonna ask though, did you see those tweets of everybody else reacting to the Americans being gone from TikTok?
Like where?
It was on Twitter. It was on our feed.
No, I actually didn't. I don't think I saw it.
I could summarize it basically because I didn't even think about this until last night when we were in that one call, that it's not only America that's on TikTok. It's just the vast majority of the loudest voices and like biggest money makers are from America, because we're just better than everybody else, frankly. But anyway, the comments are like, it seems like all the loud and obnoxious people are gone now. So I wonder how they're gonna feel now that TikTok's back. They're all gonna keep flooding back in there now.
Yeah. I mean, at least they're getting off Instagram Reels. I'll be damned if I'm gonna have all these stupid dance videos on my racism app.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I think if they came to Instagram, they would have been forced to assimilate.
Assimilate. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been really funny, especially the way my feed looks. My feed is wow, it's bad.
I was very inclined right now to say some naughty words that I should not say on here.
You can say it on Instagram though.
Technically, I mean, yeah.
Especially with Zuck's like pro-Trump thing. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that.
Yeah,
But,
what's Zuck's whole new policy or whatever?
He's going for the whole free speech shit now, even though he's the one that was suppressing it for like 4 years. But
They put out some sort of press release. Let's watch the Zuck explain it to us.
It was that, and he was on like Joe Rogan. And he explained it or
Hold on.
something.
I didn't watch it.
Joe Rogan experience. I was waiting for that. That was really delayed.
Let's see if it loads. There we go. And yeah, the other day too, the day after we went to the sushi place, I was like, I just remembered because I was imitating the Joe Rogan Experience voice. I was imitating those TikTok voices to you, and you didn't get the reference. Also kind of relevant because we're talking about TikTok. But there's those like whimsical voices on there, other than just like the female one where it's like, the Joe Rogan Experience, like stuff like that. That's how people like narrate their TikToks without putting their voice in there.
Almost like RFK. The Joe Rogan Experience.
No, it's more whimsical. It's like a troll. The Joe Rogan Experience. That's exactly it. That was 100% it. If it were RFK, it'd be like, the Joe Rogan Experience. my name is RFK.
You gotta
I have
really
to stutter a little more.
It's got to be like almost like a lagging TV show kind of.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Damn, that really sucks for that guy.
I got this way because I ate my wife out too much.
Yeah.
Everyone, I want to talk about something important.
Huh?
I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
What?
As I was gonna say it.
Steven here.
Hey, everyone.
Oh. Now I remember.
I want to talk about something important today because it's time to get back to our roots.
Bruh, I'm trying to watch this video. What do you want to talk about?
I was just gonna say, I'm happy with my standard male and female default TikTok voices.
The Joe Rogan. Oh, that was still like the guy. Hold on.
Yeah, it was.
The Joe Rogan Experience. That's still like the guy. I can't get rid of it. Pop.
Point of view.
No, it's still the guy. I can't get rid of the guy. Point of view. I still have that whimsical guy in my head. I can't get him out. I keep trying to do the chick, and I'm still stuck on the guy.
Point of view. You live in Africa.
Pav. It's still him. I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it, dude. It's stuck in my head.
That's very true.
Pav.
Mr. Toothless.
Zuck is whatever the current government wants him to be. Yeah, now that the trend's towards Trump, it's like, okay, well now let me ride that. Let me ride that Trump train.
It's around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of.
Also, have you noticed that he's like wigger maxing?
Yeah. Did you see that like AI photo a while back where he had like he almost looked exactly like this, but with like the low taper fade or whatever. So maybe he just saw that and he's like, oh shit, let me just do that.
Dude, he looks more tanned. He has a chain around his neck. He's wearing a t-shirt, a little baggy t-shirt. Got the hair like kind of. He looks like he's trying to be Gen Z, but also like classy because he's got the watch on.
It looks like he's trying to be a wigger.
100%.
He just needs that low taper fade.
It's odd that he has the blue eyes though, and like this is his look now. Like it's funny.
Protecting free expression. And I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of
Mark Zuckerberg, if I were to describe in one word, jigger.
bad stuff out there. Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously. And I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. So we built a lot of complex systems to content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes. They accidentally censor just 1% of people, where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent election speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US. After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote nonstop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased.
So, I mean, are they just doing this because like X has become more of a place that people actually want to go to? Like, what's the motive?
I guess so. Because like, here's the thing. To like in a normal person, this actually sounds like it makes sense. He's making a very good argument where, oh, he didn't want to do this. He was just pushed by the legacy media and whatever, because they were saying, oh, it's a big problem. Oh, so we'll implement that in like an innocent way. But it's like, come on, really?
Yeah. You're going to believe this? Brazilian.
Never trust a Brazilian.
Destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US. So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system. Second, we're going to simplify our content policies and give a bunch of restrictions on topics like immigration and gender, just out of touch with mainstream discourse.
He said he's going to get rid of like censorship on those things.
I couldn't tell. It was lagging.
A bunch of restrictions on topics like immigration and gender.
He said we're going to get a bunch of rid of a bunch of restrictions on things like immigration and gender. And
that are just out of touch with
mainstream. He said that are just out of touch with mainstream discourse. So like the idea being that like there are people speaking certain ways about these topics, and so like, oh well, you know, we want to be able to for these people to represent their views on our platform.
You know what it could be?
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that's the one. I was gonna say what it could be is he could be just trying to really pivot into Instagram being like the anti-TikTok, because TikTok is like really like heavily left wing. Like if you thought like Facebook and Instagram were like that, which by now they're not, but TikTok's like ridiculous, because our one buddy was even telling us when he was doing the TikTok streams, which by the way, he's doing it full time now. Just a quick update.
Really?
I should probably ask him. I think I told you this actually. I should ask him about getting on the show again. I don't know if he would like to though, because considering he's got to stay in that boundary.
You need to ask him about Thursday. See if he'd be free.
We could get the other guy too.
What other guy?
Sushi guy.
Yeah. I don't know if he'd be free. He would have probably been more free now.
Yeah. He dropped the ball. Anyway, point is, like I hadn't even been on TikTok long enough to really experience it, but hearing it from like other people, and then also experiencing it like tangentially through like streams of TikTok via YouTube and Rumble and shit, you really can't talk about anything that's outside of like current left-wing mainstream zeitgeist shit, or you get like annihilated. So maybe what he's doing here is he's trying to make Instagram in line with X as like a more, I guess you could say, American centric kind of app, because like TikTok is a Chinese and it's like super restrictive. So it could be like a freedom versus control type argument, even though it's a farce, but that's what it could also be.
Mm.
Those are really delayed.
Discourse. What started as a movement to be more inclusive,
Zuck, what are you doing to me, bud?
increasingly been used to shut down opinions and shut out people with different ideas.
I'm trying to open some other tabs, and I think it's making it lag. Or I don't know if it's just the Wi-Fi right now acting up.
You think so? It's lagging like hell for me.
Hold on. Am I lagging?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a delay or something. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and close that. We got the idea. I mean, overall. Yeah, I guess the insight that it was like, he's talking about how it's like things on immigration and gender, we're going to stop restricting that because that goes against the modern discourse, like as far as like what people are actually talking about, which it's like, this has been going on for a while where, I mean, you can say stuff on YouTube now too, or at least say the words and they're not going to like go after you, but still like, I'll still be careful, I guess. But stuff like the shot, you used to not be able to mention that, but like you watch the, at least part of like the stuff where Andrew Wilson and like Myron were talking on Tim Pool's show, right?
Yeah. The very end of it.
So I watched the first 45 minutes so far. I needed to go back to it, but pretty much Wilson was bringing up like, and Myron too, like they were bringing up stuff. Well, actually Myron was the one bringing up stuff where he was saying like election fraud happened. And he was bringing that up about like 2020. I can't even say those words, those two words.
I don't know. I wouldn't touch that word.
I'm okay. But anyway, point being is I think you can just say that, man. But point being, he brought that up as his claim of something that happened that year. Okay. In the election, he brought up his ideas of what he thought happened based on stuff that he found online. Okay. That's all I'm going to, I guess, say there. But, and so pretty much like he was able to bring that up. I mean, Tim Pool, I don't know if he gets his stuff demonetized. I don't know if he still is monetized. I don't know, but it's there. I mean, obviously, you don't want to fuck yourself over with monetization either, but I mean, you can talk about it at least. It used to be that you couldn't even say this stuff and they'd start deleting channels over it. I remember I was watching channels, like seeing like, I want to see what these people are at least saying. Like, I want to take a look to see what their claims are. And I couldn't because so many of them would get deleted and there would be people going to other sites talking about it. They would use fake words. Like they would call ballots balloons. Like you couldn't say like ballots, like it would be balloons that you have to say instead and stuff like that.
It's ridiculous.
And so like, then there was stuff about, the shot and all that, like stuff like that. Like they started bringing it up and now you can actually talk about this. Even Tim Pool, I'm not going to say the name, but Tim Pool was like, oh, well, there was this whistleblower and he says the name and he's like, and your videos can get deleted on YouTube for saying the name. And he was like, they're like, then don't say it. But he's like, he's saying it now, I guess. Back in the day, he would have definitely got sniped. But apparently there's a lot more you can say overall right now. They're kind of letting a lot more fly, even though there would still be stuff that you couldn't say. But what Tim Pool brought up when he was thinking about bringing Nick Fuentes on, or at least, that was in the discussion, was that he wanted somebody debating it with him because he said, if we do talk about the stuff you want to talk about and there's nobody arguing the other side, then you're definitely going to get taken down. But he was like, if there is somebody arguing the other side of it, then we're going to be okay. That's what YouTube has told him personally. So, the thing is when you present some of these views, you have to like, if it's that controversial to the point where they're going to call it misinformation or whatever, there's still an extent to where you cannot talk about this stuff unless there's an opposing view talking about it. Even so, I mean, I haven't seen too much of these talks on YouTube. I mean, even recently, even though there's some more, because there's some guy analyzing certain literature. that I posted in one server. That's all I'm going to leave it at. Honestly, I don't even want to say the word because who knows, but yeah, I mean, it seems like you're able to talk about some more stuff, at least for now. Who knows? Maybe in the future they just start taking it all down. I don't know, man. I did want to bring up real quick. We have some, people saying in the comments here. Yeah, we have Toothless Pay saying Temple has to say he believes it was a fair and free erection and not rigged. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he would have had to this whole time, though he did report at the time, like what was happening with the election, like whether or not he thought like there was actually like some chance, like, Trump can give this other slate of electors like in as like, like the actual electors and like take office and all that. And, it's not over till it's over. And like, oh, they're, this is what the courts are ruling. This is like, even Tim Pool will bring up, like Pennsylvania, like they were like dismissing stuff, like, not because of the merits or something like that. And it was just like some other reason. I forgot what it was, but, anyway, we got a Humvee here saying, not to change the subject, but for over 2 weeks, I have, had not, you mean
I've had not fast food.
I have had not fast food or junk
I've noticed
food.
my body has done some changes.
But yeah, he said like eating nothing but whole foods is great.
He's only at the tip of the iceberg. He's only at the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, that is true as well. You are at the tip of the iceberg, but we were saying this ages ago. This is what we came up with ages ago. This was like 2023 or like even late 2022. This was like what we were talking about. But what do you know about drinking half a gallon or more of milk a day? What do you know about drinking
a gallon of milk?
What do you know about carb to protein ratio? What do you know about polyunsaturated versus saturated fat? Yeah, I mean, he knows about seed oils.
Aspirin, huh?
What do you know about aspirin? What do you know about body temperature? What do you know about waking body temp versus body temp throughout the day? What do you know about that? What do you know about hypothyroidism? But yeah,
diet, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So like, he's been sending me stuff about seed oils. He's even sent me that like the FDA banned Red 3 just recently. And so like, he is tapped in like to like more than like your average person likely even would be, even though some people are like actually realizing some of this stuff really is bad for you. But he's on the train, man. I gotta give him credit. He's like, he cares about what he eats. Of course, I'm not, I'm not saying it because we're like mocking you or something. It's just funny, but you get it. But yeah, nothing but whole foods is preferable to eating a bunch of seed oil filled foods for
I was
sure.
gonna say a different word. That
I felt very bad eating processed foods. It did not feel good. And once I started switching to whole foods, I did feel better than that. And then once I started eating sugar, I felt even better.
Just to wrap up the whole like Zuckerberg topic, what it could be, and I guess I kind of hinted at this before, is like the fact that because you locked everybody out of everything for like at least 5 years, like you couldn't say anything even remotely conservative on like all these platforms. And now what happened is basically everybody got ultra radicalized, like X. Whenever I mentioned X to somebody, they'd be like, "Oh, you mean the site with all the people with enthusiasm for paintings,
for painters."
Yeah. So
for one painter.
What could be happening with that is because of that, they're trying to reel back the restrictions to get people to moderate again, and therefore create that division. Because like right now, there's like no limit to how far down that path that people are going to go because of the fact that X is like the only place where you can talk about it unrestricted. So if you release the restrictions, now you can have more of like, they're not actually like controlling speech and all that. It was just a mistake. And then like, therefore people kind of start falling in line again. Like they put pumped the gas too quickly, essentially. And now they're trying to like ease back.
Yeah. I mean, like it makes sense from a business perspective. Obviously it's like, okay, like if you're looking at this from, a front angle, it's like, yeah, okay. You can determine this as like an average person. It makes sense that obviously there would be other motives though. I mean, it's not just I mean, it still is for the business, but it's not just as simple as what people would say when they say it's for business purposes. Like they just want more people on there. Yeah. I mean, like they still are like, even if, he's coming out and saying I was pressured by this and that, I mean, I'm sure they're still going to do it. They're still going to apply that pressure, even if it is less so to release some pressure. I mean, they're still going to want people on those like mainstream platforms, whatever you would consider mainstream, I suppose, because technically if something's popular, even if it's not considered valid by the authorities, it is mainstream, right? Like, but the idea here being is that, yeah, they can have other motives for sure. And I do think control is still a part of that.
Yeah. But you got anything else?
I was just reading a tweet over here that I was interested in because this guy Serotonin Skeptic was like talking about like the intermittent protein stuff, like restriction. Like he was saying like people do that with like honey or like heavy cream because Fat Loss does that. And then he was like asking like, what about coconut oil? And he was saying like completely hydrogenated zero PUFA. That would be interesting. I don't know. I imagine you'd shit yourself though. I can't see like somebody eating just coconut oil and having like solid bowel movements. But apparently a Ray P quote here is a tablespoon of coconut oil, and the coconut oil is like in parentheses, like, added to his quote, but a tablespoon with a meal was enough to make me breathe harder, get pinker, have a higher pulse rate, and lose about, I guess it was a pound or two a week. So that's pretty interesting.
Probably like about a tablespoon per day.
He was saying like with a meal, and that would probably be like 4 to 5 meals a day or something like that. So like probably 4 or 5 tablespoons. But so I mean, it is itself like good in that respect, though. I don't know that you could just like fast on that. That would be kind of weird. Let's see. What is this? Pump the gas, you say? Yeah, like in a car. Yeah, pump that gas, right? I was just playing a car game at the Beard Guy's house yesterday, where like pretty much I don't know, he has like the wheel like on his desk, and then he has like the little pedals like under the desk. It was pretty cool. I kept crashing. I was like trying to see how fast I could like go like on a turn. And I like there were some where I was pretty good, but then like some of them I'm like, I'm going too fast. I know I'm gonna crash. And
I did that in real life.
Nice. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it for me. Honestly, we had a good stream tonight for sure.
That mango popsicle kept me going.
This milk kept me going, though. I only drank about a quart of it. So, but I did have some gummy bears with me, which were pretty good. Some gelatin, some sugar. I feel good too. My red light. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Toothless. Thank you for stopping by, Humby. And yeah, we also had Austin Krasinski earlier. What's up? You still here? But yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. We had a good stream tonight. We will be back Thursday. We will start resuming the Thursday schedule. There was just some stuff going on, between personal lives and like just figuring out, technologically speaking, like all the logistics, and just trying to work in some good streams, like with consistent topics on top of that. So the scheduling's been a bit off past few weeks because of that, but we're gonna be back to it. Okay. Thursdays, 6:30. We'll be back to you on
Say
the
that
podcast. Again? Back to you. We're gonna hawk to that next stream.
Jesus Christ.
I'll get you, boys. Your little hawk.
I've been thinking about that all day.
Anyway, we'll see you this Thursday on the
TikTok.
podcast. But wait a minute. Beard Guy has some time off. Should I get him on the show
this Thursday?
I should ask him.
Yeah, considering how
boom, 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 boom. Jesus. All right. Well, anyway, guys, we'll see you next Thursday on the podcast.
The podcast ever.
The podcast ever.